I love when my cat does literally everything. Hey, that's cool, Julia. Hello. Sorry, everyone. I'm a bit late, so you're just gonna go on a bike ride with me, okay? Like, as we go to the place. Yeah, I'm a bit unorganized today, so that's okay. Well, we're organizing. So you're just coming on the bike ride now with me, and I hope you enjoyed the little bike ride. I think I've been on this route before, but I'm gonna try to take a slightly different route just for the sake of seeing different things or something. How is everyone doing? How was the week so far? Right, we're just only entering. Well, we just passed the middle of the week, I guess. Right, Thursday's kind of like the middle of the week. I hope you guys can hear me okay, by the way, because the microphone is tight here. I'm pretty tired. I went to bed pretty late last night, and yeah, and woke up early. Audio is perfect. Love it, Julia. Love it. How many cats do you have, Julia? Oh, one cat, I guess. I love it when my cat does literally everything. We're probably all tired too. Julia, it's so tiring, you know, like sometimes I don't know what app to open anymore. You have two cats. Oh, that's cool. You know, sometimes I don't know what app to open anymore. If I open Instagram, I'm just like gonna see, like, I like animal rights stuff, but then if I see animals being exploited, I'm like, oh fuck. If I see whatever the fuck else Trump has done, I'm like, oh fuck. So I can't open that. Then if I open the Guardian news just to see what's going on in the news, it's all going to shit. If I open, okay, let's take a side street over here. I've never taken this side street, so let's see. If I open the stock market is shit. I'm just like looking for a dopamine hit sometimes some of these days, and I'm like, there's nothing to open. Everything is shit today. Everything is just, well, at least the algorithms of everything is just kind of fucking with our brain. There's just so much shit. So yeah, are you good at math? What's 30 times 2 plus 3 plus 4? 67. That's not being good at math. That's it's pretty basic arithmetics. Is this Amsterdam? Yes, it is. Yes. We're in Amsterdam and we're going to Museumplein, through some different streets. I don't know why, just changing it up a little bit. Thought it looked familiar. Yeah, you know, Amsterdam's a pretty place. It's a weed museum. No, not weed museum, no. We're going in front of Rijksmuseum. It's an art museum. We're gonna go in front there, and we're gonna try to have conversations with people about animal rights. We're gonna try to get people to respect animal rights. Is there a lot of crime in Amsterdam? No, I think it's one of the safest cities I've ever lived in. How are you able to read and write the comments with these tiny letters? I wear glasses, I guess, and I'm pretty good at biking. Been biking since I was 4 years old, so you know, no issues there. How do you like your steak cooked? Well, first of all, I eat plant-based steaks. I don't exploit innocent sentient beings. I just respect animals. I'm like that. So how do I like my plant-based steak? Well, I fry it in a pan. I thought that was the UK for a second with those license plates. Yeah, no, in the Netherlands they also have yellow license plates for public. Have you ever ridden an electric bike? Yeah, I have. But I like to work out, you know, so a regular bike is much nicer.
Do you like it?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm okay with people being vegan and all that. You can choose what you eat. Yeah, but I think even you would agree. That we probably shouldn't eat people or cats or dogs. That we should probably protect these individuals. Let them live. So if you agree that we should be protecting these individuals, why not protect all individuals? Why not leave them alone? Yeah, why? Is it because somebody taught you that it's okay to exploit and slaughter them? Yeah, geen probleem. It's, they feel just as much as the cats, the dogs, and you and me. So, if it's wrong to do it to them, it should be wrong to do it to any other animal. I understand you really want to do it because you're so tied to it, and maybe your ego is hurt when you hear somebody say that what you're doing is wrong. But something you're doing might actually be wrong. But they don't taste as good. I don't think we should be judging whether to exploit and slaughter somebody based on taste. So we should eat nothing? No. Eat plants. Plants are not individuals. They're not sentient beings. Leave innocent animals alone and eat plants. You know, it's as simple as that. Yeah, there's no need to consume animal products, you know. People just do it because they've always thought that way. When people mention taste for animal products, I think it's such a weird thing to say, while at the same time adding plants on the animal products, right? Like spices or minerals like salt. Because in reality, it's not the taste of the animal product that we care about. It's, you know, the dishes that we made with that. Take, for instance, burgers. It's not that you care about the burger coming from the flesh of an innocent animal. I'm assuming nobody really cares about that. People just care about, you know, a familiar taste more than anything. Drop the weak ego, guys. It's okay to make mistakes. Exactly. Well put, Julia. But yeah, we're gonna go now. We're gonna set up our thing and then hold the sign and let's see if we can have some good conversations. There's not a lot of people on the street. It's very, very empty. It's way emptier than I expected. But that's okay. We'll sit here maybe for a little bit longer. We'll do our best. That's what we came here to do, and that's what we'll do. Let's see how this goes. Exactly. There's a decent amount of people. Maybe they come in waves. Sometimes they do it like that. I wonder what these types would try and take away next if we did stop caring our diets all at once. I don't know what you mean. Nobody talked about diets. I just care about animal rights, bro. I'm here to defend animals. You can eat anything you want, just don't eat innocent animals. I think it's pretty simple. And if you don't understand it, you can ask ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT and say, this guy told me that I can eat anything, but don't exploit innocent animals because they deserve to live. What does that mean? And then just start a conversation with ChatGPT and see where you lie. Because you can even ask ChatGPT what name the trait is. Maybe that will get you to understand it better. ChatGPT, hey Chatty, some people say it like that. Hey Chatty, what is name the trait? And Chatty will tell you what name the trait is, and then you can run it on yourself and use ChatGPT as a comparison. No, not a comparison. As a person to run it by. Okay, yeah, people do come in waves. It's just getting busier now all of a sudden. Hey Marissa, nice to see you here. I hunt for a living. Oh, that kind of sucks. Maybe you can choose to no longer do that. That would be nice. And then you can respect animals. You know. I don't think if people hunted humans for a living, we should just go along and be like, yeah, continue doing your job. Hell, I think some animals like cats and dogs, people would be appalled if you said, I hunt cats and dogs, wouldn't they? So, you know, just leave animals the fuck alone. You're an animal. You leave animals of your kind alone. Why not leave all animals alone? What is so special about the animals of your kind? You can't communicate with all of them, so you can't say that is. You can't say intelligence because they're not all smart. In fact, some of them are dumber than even the animals that you claim it's okay to exploit. They don't all walk on two legs. They're not all hairless. So what exactly is it? What exactly is it that makes it okay to do it to them? What a day. Okay. Oh, hey, Fly Sensei. I don't believe is exploiting animals, just enjoying my lunch, really. Well, yeah, but the animals that were exploited for that lunch to be on your plate, it is very much exploitation for them. It's like somebody saying during slavery times, I don't believe it was exploitation or oppression what we did to the slaves. I just want to enjoy the cotton. Yeah, okay. And that's the whole thing about it, isn't it? You can enjoy everything you want to enjoy, food, clothing, everything, without the need to exploit innocent sentient beings. They're all optional to you, all those products. There's nothing particularly special about the micronutrient profile of animal products. Nothing. Everything that you can get from those animal products, you can get from plant-based products also. So, if there's no necessity behind it, can it ever really be justified to use an animal, to treat them like a slave, to force them into a slaughterhouse? Because I personally don't think that it is. And if you think that it is, well, you're gonna have to come up with a pretty fucking good justification for committing such a horrific act towards innocent sentient beings. Because, you know, they have emotions, they feel. Are you German? No, I'm not German. But I can speak with the German accent if you want me to speak with the German accent. Would that be better for you if I speak with the German accent? Because if we speak with the German accent, I might sound a little bit more serious. And you might take me serious if I speak with the German accent. Yeah? Is that good, yeah? Is the German accent? Das ist gut, ja, ja. Oh, that is such a good German accent that I speak over here. I think if this guy were starving, he would eat meat. In a situation of necessity, yeah, I might. What does that have to do with anything? In a situation of necessity, I may also eat the meat of a human being. It doesn't mean I would eat the meat of a human being now. That's the whole point. When there's no necessity behind it, how do we justify it? Bitte es sein. Guten Tag. Scheiße. Bitte. Ja. We aren't on a deserted island. Exactly, we are not on a fucking deserted island. All the cool vegans are here. Hey Jake, nice to see you. I would never eat a human even if I were starving. I would doubt that. So, do you condemn the people who crashed into the Andes and they resorted to eating the dead humans to survive? Do you think that's bad? Do you eat sardines? No, I don't eat sentient beings, as I said. I thought I was pretty clear on that one. Shit, I wish you could eat humans now. Yeah, a lot of the times the ego-driven people will wanna justify eating humans or anything else because it's, you know, maybe their egos got hurt or something. I just don't want the vegan to be right, okay? I don't want to be wrong. And that's fine. You can dislike me, by the way. This isn't a channel where I'm like claiming that you need to like me. I don't care. You can choose to not like me. I'm here to speak for animal rights, so if you happen to dislike me, that's fine. Just put that away for a second and focus on the argument that I'm making, because even the people that you dislike can make good arguments. It's not only the people that you like will make good arguments. I'm just saying. And everybody hit that like. Let's get those numbers up. It'll punch it up a little bit. Can you guys hear me okay? Tell boy, I understand you keep asking about abortion. And I know why you're asking about abortion. You're not the first person to ask about abortion, bro. You're essentially, what you're trying to do is you're trying to say, see, you're a hypocrite, therefore I don't need to answer your question. I don't need to listen to you. But even if you say that, let's imagine that I'm a hypocrite, right? Let's imagine that hypothetically speaking, I'm a hypocrite. You claiming that my argument is false because I'm a hypocrite is nothing more than an appeal to hypocrisy, which is a logical fallacy. So it doesn't really matter what I believe in or not. And the reason why I'm not asking this question is because I'm not here to speak up for that right now. I'm here to speak up for animals. And as much as I'm sure that you are actually against body autonomy, I'm sure that you think that women's bodies actually belong to you and you should decide what women get to do with their body. I'm sure that you really are that person who thinks that I should be able to tell the woman what they should or shouldn't do with their body. I'm not like that at all. So I am not pro-abortion, though. I'm not pro-abortion, if that's what you're saying. No. I think that's what you're mistaking. Being pro-abortion means somehow I think abortions are good. I don't think abortions are good, no. I think abortions are bad, but I think they're left to the sentient individual's choice. If there are two sentient individuals involved in a situation, then I think we need some form of risk assessment to be done, right? Where we discuss like a board of ethics to be involved, which most hospitals have a board of ethics. I don't think the government should have any right to tell you what you can and cannot do with your body, though. As long as there is some form of consent and no sentient being involved in it, I don't think the government has any right to tell you what to do with your body. But you know, that's just me. I believe in freedom. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're a Trump supporter or something who, you know, believes that you should be allowed to say whatever you want and do whatever you want, as long as you're a white male or something. Because I saw that that's kind of what MAGA is about these days, isn't it? I can't figure this shit out. Okay, I think it's straight now. see where I should go to people. Okay, at this pole over here. Perfect. Hey Gumli, nice to see you. Navia says my stupid woman's body. I don't know, Navia. We don't get to choose the body we're born with, and if you want to change anything about it, I think you should be allowed to. The same with the name. Do you have a job? Yeah, I do have a job. I'm a software engineer, but I also do this, which is partly my job. So a lot of Nazis in the chat? Okay. Why are you speaking English if you're in Amsterdam? Is it forbidden to speak English in Amsterdam? Why is that? Am I not allowed to speak English if I'm in Amsterdam? Do you want to have a conversation? Do you speak English? Are you okay being live on YouTube?
YouTube?
Yeah.
You're not TikTok, no?
No.
Okay.
Are you
What about
animals?
animals?
Yeah.
Okay, you can talk. So
Okay.
I don't have many time, so...
Okay. You wanna come here so that you're in view?
Oh, how many?
Not a lot. Just started. What's your name?
Ben, my name is Ben. Hi.
Nice to meet you, Ben. Where are you from?
Germany.
Germany. Where from
Leipzig.
Germany? Leipzig.
Yeah,
Oh,
never.
I've just been to Berlin, so I just came back from there.
Nice.
So Ben, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for animals. How do you feel about animals?
Yeah, I have a dog, so I love animals.
You have a dog, you say.
Yeah.
Well, what's their name?
Mowgli.
Mowgli. Boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy. How do you feel about Mowgli? Do you think Mowgli should be treated like an object, or
No,
they should be treated
family.
like family?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that if Mowgli wasn't to be part of your family, should they be treated like an object?
I love my dog really, so I never can say shut up or I can't hurt on something like, you know?
Yeah. So imagine there's a dog that looks identical to Mowgli, and you would see somebody who's kicking them on the street.
Yeah, I punch him.
You punch them?
Yeah.
Would you give them money to continue doing it?
No.
No? Okay. Would you say you said you try to stop them? Okay. So
No.
you wouldn't join them or give them money to do it, right? But what if when they're punching the dog, they're telling you, well, I get exercise from it.
Oh, I don't know.
Would you still try to stop them, or would you do
Yeah,
that?
I want to stop.
Even if they're doing it for exercise? Because we need to exercise.
No. I want to stop her, of
Okay.
course.
Okay. What if they were killing the dog afterwards?
Oh, yeah. I call police. Yes. what
Oh,
can I
even
do?
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What if this wasn't happening on the street but behind closed doors? Would that be okay?
No. Never.
No, never. Okay. Would you pay for a dog to be killed?
No.
No. Okay. Do you pay for other animals to be killed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it makes sense to not pay for dogs to be killed but other animals to be killed?
Yeah. So I was a child. My mom stayed there. We eat no. We eat no.
Tofu?
Yeah. We eat only tofu.
Okay.
So no fly.
Oh, so you don't consume any animal products? You don't eat meat, but do you eat dairy, milk, or cheese, or eggs?
No. We don't that. We
Are
don't.
you vegan?
Yeah. No. Right now, no.
No.
But I was child. Yeah.
Sorry, you're?
What do you think?
Are you vegan?
No. Right now, no.
No? Okay.
No.
So you consume animal products.
Yeah.
So then part of your money does go towards killing animals, right?
Yeah.
So why not be vegan then?
Yeah, I look many YouTube videos
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
And yeah, I eat many from animals, so yeah, it's hard to say okay, I don't eat, but I don't eat ham or something like this. So yeah, I
But
want to stop generally.
Oh, you want to stop?
Yeah, I want to. Was heißt klein machen?
Reduce it?
To once little bit shorter eat.
Yeah, to reduce it.
Ja, genau.
Yeah, but that would still mean paying for animals to be killed, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I do. I don't want.
Yeah,
It's-
so why not leave them alone?
Yeah, it's hard for mine. So you eat so long time and yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's hard to think about it,
Yeah.
right? But do you think you should?
Yeah, I think I can do this. So.
Yeah. What's holding you back right now?
Nothing.
Nothing is
Yeah.
holding you back. Right. So how many more animals should be exploited and killed for you then?
Nothing.
None. Okay, yeah. That means going vegan. Like,
Yeah.
if you imagine yourself and saying, yeah, I want to respect animals, therefore I should be
Yeah.
vegan. What do you think you should do going forward?
Better, I think. So when one person do this, like you,
Yeah.
and then on the street, many other people, you can say, hey, don't do this, or speak with them. And I think nice. So
Yeah.
many people can change this.
Okay, let me give you a card, okay? Because I appreciate the conversation you had. There's a documentary here called Dominion. Do you think you can give that a watch?
What?
The documentary called Dominion. Do you think you can give that a watch?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, do you think you can watch the documentary
Yeah.
called Dominion?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I will-
Okay.
I will.
Until you watch it, do you think you can choose to only eat plant-based?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have
thank
a good
you,
day.
bro.
And you have all the help you need there also on the card, okay?
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you. You have one more for me?
Yeah, I do. You want to give it to...
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Here you go.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, cheers. Have a
See
good
you.
one. Thank you.
Okay.
You too. Dropped the cards just now. Missed my pocket. Nice guy. Yeah, I think there was a bit of a language barrier. But yeah, he seemed like a good guy. My dad was executed by a Jack Russell Terrier. Yeah, you're allowed to defend yourself. Nobody's saying no. Just allow somebody to kill you. Hello, Martin. I wish Chip read that Teddy. I don't know what that is. I'm actually reading a really interesting book about mortality and how the fear of mortality is actually what drives a lot of people to do the weirdest things. It's a very interesting book. I picked it up as I was going to Poland, and I read like 70 pages just then, and I stopped because I've been busy, but I'm looking forward to restarting and reading the rest of it. It's very good. It's very, very good. You will love the book Iron John. I don't know what to tell you. I like philosophical books. I don't like fiction that much. Fiction is kind of boring to me because a lot of the times I just find the characters behaving highly irrational, which is... Yeah. What sign are you holding? I'm holding a sign that says I'm doing a social experiment. Come talk to me. It's flipped because that's what YouTube does. But that's the sign that I'm holding. And I'm just waiting here in Amsterdam in front of the Rijksmuseum, waiting for people to have conversations with me. So if you're new joining here, welcome to the stream. Hit that like, tap that heart if you're hearting me. Grow a mustache. I had a mustache, yeah. I had a mustache in October. Yeah. I do manual labor. I'm telling you, eating vegan isn't gonna cut it. Wife made me try. I'm a nutritionist. I fail to see how that matters. I eat 5,000 calories a day. So if your concern is not getting enough energy, I think that concern is unfounded because there are several plant-based products nowadays that have enough calories. And being vegan is not a diet, so I understand you may say, well, I can't be a vegan because it's too difficult or some shit. But that's not what being a vegan is. Being a vegan doesn't mean you just choose a different diet. It means you respect the rights of innocent animals. It means you choose to say any difficulty that I have within fucking changing the diet, which is at best a 1 month difficulty, 2 months difficulty, right? Because how long can a change really do until you form a new habit? It usually just takes 21 days. But let's just, for the sake of argument, say it takes a month. You choose to say that, hey, 1 month of difficulty, FYI, because difficulty just means you're essentially changing, you're switching to different products. What difficulty is there? Oh no, I'm learning to like something else. Oh no, I'm discovering new things. Oh, it must be so difficult for you. So this difficulty that you claim to be having, I think pales into comparison to being exploited to death, which is what animals go through. And I personally don't think that they're even measurable. Changing some fucking food you eat or some clothes you buy or how you get entertainment versus being exploited to death. I'm just saying. Hey Ryan, go Chip, thank you. Yeah, typo 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Typo 2 if you're thinking about being vegan. And the 3 if you're not vegan. Can you do a huge shout out for a rescued chicken? I lost it. I completed the challenge. You did it. You did the challenge 22, Ryan. How was it? Can you do a shout out to Sanders Chicken Refugee for escaped chickens? I don't know what I just said it. I don't know. I can't vouch for it because I don't know. I need to look into what they do. What do they still farm chickens? Because if they do, then fuck them. If they just take care of the animals and don't use them for their products, then yeah, that's okay. Navia's number 1. Navia, you're number 420. You're number 420, isn't it? Navia, 420. Hit 2 if you're thinking about being gay. Okay, Max, if you think it's a choice, then you might be bi. If you think being gay is a choice, then you're probably bi. So, and that's okay, you can be bi, that's fine. You can be bi, you can be gay, you can be bi-curious, you can be gay-curious, you can be whatever you want. We accept all the people here on this channel. We don't judge what your sexuality is. We don't judge any of that, as long as there's consent, as long as there's informed consent, it's all good. And being gay on this channel means being cool, FYI. If you use it as a slur, then it means being cool. I kind of miss going to a museum, to be honest. Gay means awesome. Exactly, Ryan. Ryan, how was the challenge 22? Do you now feel like you want to consume animal products again? Sorry if you already typed it. I haven't seen it in the chat yet. This chat is happy, says Jason. Hey Jason, that's cool. It's cool to have a little bit of a happy chat. I'm a bit down myself, so it's good to have somebody that's happy over there. That's cool. Nice to see you, Jason. How are you doing, Jason? People make food choices based on taste. Why not show people vegan food can be tasty in a way they can actually experience? Because gluten is poison, which, by the way, very ridiculous statement of a name. Gluten is not poison. But because it's not a diet, and you can literally eat whatever you want, whether you like it or not. You can eat keto, high protein, low protein, high carb, low carb, whatever the fuck you want without consuming animal products. Tasty, not tasty, sourish, sweet, whatever the hell you want. And I'm sure you have access to ChatGPT, Google, all of these. We also provide Challenge 22 for people to help. So I don't mean to tell people, hey, eat this because it's tastier, because I'm here to speak for animal rights. The reason why I think we shouldn't eat animal products is not because the vegan products are tastier or some shit. It's because animals deserve the right to not be exploited to death. And that just means, imagine the injustice that we do to animals. If we equalize it to another injustice, like say there was an injustice happening to a certain type of people. Let's say men would beat up women, right? And there was an injustice happening to them. This would clearly be the injustice, right? And I wouldn't advocate for the rights of women by saying, hey, guys, don't beat up women because it's going to hurt your fist. Which it does, punching somebody hurts. Because that's not what this is about. This isn't about you, this isn't about me, this is about the animals. This is about leaving them alone, It was a lot easier than I thought, but it has required me to read every single food label. Yeah, Ryan, it does. But Ryan, that's actually a really good instinct to have. I think I've been reading labels before being vegan because you should read labels. You should know what you're eating, and I don't mean necessarily as to appeal to nature and be like, well, I don't know how to read this ingredient and I won't eat it. but more to like, to see kind of how much salt you're eating, how much saturated fat, because all products, whether animal or plant-based, can contain a lot of salt or saturated fat, which aren't necessarily good for your heart health. So, well, it depends on the case, of course, but yeah. So reading the labels is something good to pick up on anyway. Why do you eat 5,000 calories? Sounds too much. I'm a big guy. I have a lot of muscles, and in order to maintain that, I need to eat a lot. I move a lot, so there you go. You guys want to try a social experiment?
Thank you.
Go stop Muslim cutting millions of goats for aid, fool. Well, I'll stop you from paying for animals to be exploited and slaughtered, because you have a responsibility for the animals that are exploited to death for you. So I will also, if I meet a Muslim, I will tell them to not do that. But if you're coming in here to be Islamophobic, please don't be. All religions are equally fucking ridiculously stupid, okay? All religions are this. This is all religion is. It's just a piece of shit. This level. Everything else this is normal. This is religion. Normal religion. Normal religion. Normal science. Religion. Okay? Evidence-based science. Normal religion. Do we get it? Fuck religion. Fuck all of them equally. Still haven't answered what I said about crop farms. Yeah, well, crop debts is an argument that's very often brought up as a justification for continuing to consume animal products, but it's not a good justification for the continuation of consuming animal products. Hey, you want to try a social experiment? Because the reality is, if your choice is between an animal product and a plant product, you will know that there's crop debts behind both. And in fact, you want to try? Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, a second. You want
Hello,
to come here so
everybody.
that you review? What's your name?
My name is Alex.
Alex, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Can you
Nice
come
to
a little
meet
bit here so that you're in? Yeah, perfect. Where are you from, Alex?
I'm from Serbia.
Serbia. Oh, nice. I'm from Romania originally, but I live here.
That's
So, Alex, I want to ask you, I'm an animal rights activist. How do you feel about animals?
I really love animals.
You love animals? Do you have like a pet or something?
I have 3 dogs.
You have 3 dogs.
Grandpa, father, and the son.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
amazing. That's cool. How do you feel about them? Do you think they're like part of your family, or do you see them as objects?
Oh, most definitely they're part of the family.
Okay.
2 of them, the grandpa and the father, live with my uncle and in that house. And the youngest one, he was living with me and my brother, and now he's just with the brother because I left.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
they're definitely part of the family. Yeah.
They're definitely part of the family. Do you think if a parallel universe existed where none of them were part of your family, would it be okay if somebody exploited them, if they used them?
Wow, that's a really deep question. No, I wouldn't like that.
You wouldn't like that, right? So it doesn't really matter the relationship you have with them. It matters just that
They're animals,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're animals. They deserve to live. So do you think would it be okay if somebody killed them?
No, definitely not.
No. What if somebody paid to kill them?
No,
Still not okay?
no.
Okay. Do you think it's okay to kill or exploit animals?
I don't think it's okay to kill and exploit anybody
Okay.
or anything.
Yeah. Do you think that when we buy animal products, we are paying for animals to be exploited?
Animal products in which way?
Like whatever, food, clothing, or entertainment, all kinds of animal products.
I mean, if we are getting exploited by buying them food and thing, are we getting exploited by buying it for ourselves? I think
not in the way that animals are exploited, for sure, right? Like they're exploited to death. Are you exploited to death?
No, definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think it's okay to exploit them to death for products we don't need?
No, definitely not.
Yeah. So then it's not okay to buy cheese or to buy meat or to buy leather or stuff like that, right?
Well, I haven't ever thought too deeply on
Yeah.
that topic. I think you definitely gave me like a thing to think about.
Yeah. Do you think we need to consume animal products?
Oh, well, you see, for me, my whole life and my whole upbringing, it was just like a normal thing.
Yeah.
And in the eastern part of Europe, it's like a normal thing. So
It's a normal thing everywhere. Yeah.
So I haven't actually thought about it that deeply.
Yeah, but you do recognize that these animals, like a cow, thinks just as much as a dog does. They feel just as much as a dog does.
Well, yeah.
I'm assuming you wouldn't pay for dog meat, would you?
No, definitely
So
not.
then wouldn't it logically entail that you should also not pay for cow's meat for the same reason?
Well, yeah,
Because they
but there's
all
like
feel the same.
there's a lot of like places which I don't like think it's right.
Yeah.
But like cows, for example, you have like just like a factory of cows. They just like produce them. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that actually.
Well, do you think it matters if they are produced in a factory setting or if they're produced
No,
in a
they're
backyard?
just live being anyways.
Yeah, they're
just
still
alive.
sentient beings, and they
Yeah.
would still be exploited to death in both
Yeah.
situations, right? Have you ever considered being vegan and leaving all of this behind?
Well, I haven't really, but I don't eat too much meat anyways.
So it should be easy for you then.
Well, it should, but I never like. This conversation, you're actually making me think about that topic deeper because I haven't ever thought about it like
Get it? Yeah.
too deeply.
Yeah, and that's fine, because I like to bring attention to the animals. The system
Yeah.
is built in a way where we forget about them. Like you go into a supermarket and you pick the product. You go into a restaurant and you eat the product. You don't really think that there was an innocent individual behind that product, do you?
Yeah, you're right.
But there
I
w-
never thought about it.
But there is an innocent individual, and every time we buy it, we demand that more individuals are exploited to death.
Yeah, you're right.
So wouldn't the solution be to no longer pay for them to be exploited to death?
I guess
Yeah. Do you think you can do that?
I can definitely try.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a documentary. Okay. And do you think you can, until you watch this documentary, it's called Dominion. Do you think you can try to do that, to no longer exploit
Yeah,
them?
I will definitely watch it. I'll
Yeah.
definitely give it a chance. I'll definitely think about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to leave you now. You gave me a really good topic to think about.
Yeah.
And thank you so much.
Yeah. Enjoy your
It was-
hype,
it
bro.
was nice.
Because I see you there. Have a good one. Cheers. I was a little bit more lenient because he was a bit high. He was a little bit high. He was a little bit high. He was like, it felt like his eyes started off white and became red. Yeah, I'm a weirdo. My brain believes in a creator, God, but also science and evolution. Well, that's just cognitive dissonance. You hold two conflicting ideas in your head, isn't it? We're omnivores for a reason, but overconsumption is a problem. No, we're not omnivores. Well, we are omnivores, but we're not. There is no teleology behind our omnivorous nature. We just happen to be able to consume both, and we just happen to be able to thrive on both. Doesn't mean that we should be consuming animal products. We can choose to not to, and we can be healthy without consuming animal products. So, if we can be healthy without consuming animal products, and knowing that there's a great injustice, exploitation to death of sentient beings when you buy an animal product, then the only logical conclusion is to choose the option that doesn't do that, right? It's as simple as that. And tap that like. Hello. Hey, Ariane. Nice to see you. Thank you. Stop the exploitation of living plants. Yeah, that's a what do you call it? A false equivalence what you're doing there, because the word exploitation in the exploitation of plants is different than the word exploitation in the exploitation of animals. The way you exploit the animals to death is not the same way you exploit plants. Plants are, for better or for worse, just living objects. They're kind of like bacteria. They don't think, they don't have a brain, they don't have an experience of life or a central nervous system, whereas animals do. Animals are individuals. They're thinking, feeling, sentient beings. For you to just all of a sudden say, well, I care about plants, so I'm okay with killing animals, is probably the most illogical thing anyone can say, mainly because all those animals ate more plants than you would have eaten to get the same amount of calories or protein. So why not just eat the plants directly? If you care about plants, you would be killing less plants in the process by you just eating plants. And if you care about, sentient beings, as you claim, or exploitation of sentient beings, then why not just, not exploit them? It's simple. Hey, Sabby Coops said 10 memberships. Thank you so much, Sabby Coops. Look at that. Lewis got one, Arian got one. Love it. I'm vegan for half the year and the other half I'm carnivore. Well, no, you're not vegan then, because being vegan is not a diet. I get it. A lot of you think that being vegan is a diet, and I fucking hate that at least half the time I have to explain to you that being vegan is not a diet, and that it's about the rights of animals, about respecting animals' rights. And you can't say I respect the rights of animals for half the year and for half the year I don't, because just like you can't say I'm a racist for half the year and for half the year I'm not a racist. It just doesn't work. That just means you're a racist. That just means you don't respect their rights. That's it. So you're never a vegan if even one day per year you choose to exploit animals. Simple as that. You can't be. You would be plant-based at best, and mainly focused on plant-based or some shit, which is obviously better than nothing. But you would most definitely not be respecting the rights of animals. Just saying. Veganism is not failing. No, it is not. I appreciate your dedication to doing what is right. Chad is full of trolls, but he keeps being based. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Makil. Yeah, we keep trying, I keep trying to be logical. I'm not gonna let the trolls get to me. That's what they do, And some of them, FYI, they're trolls. Some are being paid by animal agriculture lobbyists or shills. Also that they can spread misinformation online. I'm sure everybody knows about this already, because that's what they love to do. They tried paying scientists to find studies to debunk the health aspect of being plant-based. And every time they did that, all the studies just showed the complete opposite effect that they wanted to. So they just showed that being plant-based is actually a lot of the times healthier than consuming animal products. So all that money invested in it, they realized it's kind of stupid. So instead of investing in factual information, they just said, hey, fuck it, let's just pay people to spread misinformation online. And hence we get people in chat like this, spreading misinformation. Hey, you wanna have a conversation? Are you okay being... I'm just asking people some questions. Are you guys okay being live on YouTube?
Okay.
Okay.
Guys.
Our English is nothing,
we'll see.
not
Not
good
very
enough,
good.
but
You want to sit here so that you're in view?
Okay.
Love it. What's your names?
Aitor.
Aitor. Okay, I'll move here.
Ah.
Aitor and
Gema.
Hema. Where are you guys from? I'm Chip.
And we are from Spain.
From Spain.
What's your name?
Chip.
Chip.
Yeah, what brings you here to Amsterdam?
And one of our principal motivation was to see the Van Gogh Museum
Oh, nice.
because he's my favorite painter.
Oh, yeah, he's very good.
Because no sé, I like the architecture, the history of Holland and Amsterdam, and
I was boring in my
he's my
room.
friend and he coming with me.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Have you seen it already, the museum?
Eh?
No.
Have you seen the museum
No,
already?
in
In
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you don't have a lot of time. Okay, so I'll just go to it. I'm an animal rights activist. I fight
animal
for...
activist.
Yeah, animal rights activist. I fight for animals. How do you guys feel about animals?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, how do you feel about animals?
I love animals. I want.
Do you think animals should be exploited to death?
Can
Like
you
in
repeat?
farms.
Like used until we kill them? Used and then kill them?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, farms is one example.
Bueno, in our
plan, que
country.
si crees que deberían hacerlo.
No, que si lo sabemos.
Ah,
If we believe that is a correct practice, or if we know that this shit happens.
So it's bad if it happens, if you know it happens.
but what's your
yes.
question? That
Que si sabemos que si esto ocurre. Yes, we know that this happened.
So for example, you know that when you buy like meat, like eggs or like cheese, that animals are exploited to death for you.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you think that's right or is that wrong?
How can
I think it's a reality that happened, but
Is it right or is it wrong?
I don't know what's right and what's wrong in this situation.
Well, I would say if it were happening to a human being, I would say it's wrong. If it were happening to a dog, I would say it's wrong.
Yeah.
And if it's happening to a cow, I don't see why I would say that all of a sudden becomes right.
I think that it's right, but the form that is made is wrong.
Okay.
But
Would you apply the same
For
logic to a
example,
dog?
in our country, tauromaquia is a practice that and I don't like it,
You
and
hate.
I hate it because it's for diversion and fun.
Like bullfighting.
Eh?
Bullfighting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the problem with bullfighting?
And I don't like it, but in Spain is culture
Yeah.
because
Should it continue just because it's cultural?
yes.
No.
No, espera, que sí, yo creo, no.
No.
Sorry,
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
understand you.
That's okay.
No, I hate and ¿cómo se dice? I'm a favor that his prohibition because it's for diversion, but
But wait a
Eh,
minute. If you can get nutrition from other products, and you choose animal products because of food, or because of taste, or because of convenience, or because of tradition, isn't that the same as choosing a viewing pleasure because or tradition as it is bullfighting? Isn't the same choosing to kill an animal or use them for a food you don't need because of taste or tradition the same as choosing to kill an animal for
I
enjoyment?
think that
for-
it's not the same thing because, for example, eat meat when, ¿cómo se dice? Con moderación. With moderation is for nutrition question.
But it's not
For
about what I'm
example-
saying. Nutrition, you can achieve that without killing any or eating or using any animals.
Repeat.
But for example, in your head, how could you destroy an industry that it's so
Big.
it's so big? Yeah.
Well, the first thing is to no longer give them money.
Yeah.
That's a start, right? First, I'm trying to speak to people to stop them from giving money. Then I'll see. I don't know, but we need people to stop
Yeah,
paying
but
them.
in reality, I think that it's more easy to buy. For example, you buy your chicken with rice, and it's more easy to buy that. For example,
But who cares if it's easy?
because the
It's
normal
not
people,
but it's not the right thing to do, is it?
the normal people, in the street.
Are you speaking about yourself now, or are you speaking about somebody else?
No, in general, it's more easy to
Can
buy.
you please speak about yourself? Because we can't
Ah.
speak for everyone else. It's just easier to speak for ourselves,
But-
right? Because in general, like I've spoken to so many people, and
But
everybody's situation
For
is
myself, for example, it's more
Yeah.
easy to me to buy meat and complement it with other type of food.
different. Why wouldn't you buy tofu instead of meat?
Why I don't go completely vegan or completely vegetarian?
Yeah, to respect the animals, yeah. Because you can't claim you respect animals if you pay for them to be exploited to death, can you? Or that you
Yeah,
love them.
But it's like, for example, in my case, no, I love animal, like when I see the animal.
Yeah.
But I think that in the meat industry, I don't see what happened.
Yeah.
So it's like.
But you know what happens. You know
Yeah,
for,
you
for
know-
meat an animal has to be killed.
Yeah, you know, but it's like it's a part of you.
You wanna see?
Like, eh?
I have a magazine. Do you wanna see what happens?
Yes, later.
Yeah.
Oh, not right now.
Yeah, let me show you. I'm gonna give you this,
But
and
for example, I see.
you just open up and look through it, because I
But-
don't want to force you to watch.
No,
It's,
no.
it's pretty
But
gruesome.
for example, I saw in the past films about the cruelty, the meat industry cruelty and things like that. But it's like,
Well, it happens because you pay for it.
yeah, but
In my case, it's because to be vegetarian in our country is more expensive.
No, it's not. No, we have studies, and I've been to Spain. It's not. And to be vegan, not
The tofu
vegetarian.
products or other
Tofu's cheaper
things,
than anything else. Yeah.
bueno,
Digo,
para
ahora,
ti,
¿verdad?
because
for you.
for you,
No, no, no.
because
Money-
with my actual economy, be vegetarian is more expensive.
So wait, if price wasn't an issue, would you stop exploiting animals to death?
Yes, if the produce, if vegetarian produce were
Vegan.
more cheaper, eso, sorry.
No, if your
Probably-
diet overall costed less, would you stop exploiting animal to death?
Could you repeat?
If your diet costed less, if it was cheaper to no longer exploit animals to death,
Tradúceme.
Que si tu vida costase menos. En plan, que si tus niveles de vida fuesen menores.
Sí.
O sea, can you repeat?
yeah, if it were cheaper to no longer pay for animals to be exploited to death, would you
Que
stop?
si fuera más
Sí,
barato.
que si fuese más barato comprar productos normales y tal, tú dejarías de comer animales 100%.
Ah, yes, of course.
Okay, well, I can provide you with that, and you can stop that, right?
¿Qué ha dicho?
¿Quién te puede dar la solución a eso? Y que tú puedes parar de comer.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
If you give me the solution, I'm enchanted.
Yeah, but you also have access to ChatGPT, for example. Like, you can't say you don't have the solution yourself. You can just go to ChatGPT and say, "This is my budget. I don't want to harm any animals. Can you please help me build a vegan dish?"
I think the solution in short space of time is the moderation. Like,
Well, that's the solution for you, but that's not the solution for the animals, is it? Because in moderation, you're still forcing everything you saw
Yeah,
in
but-
there, every single animal in there, could have been a product of moderation. You don't know that that's a product of multiple things. You just see one animal's being
yeah, but
exploited to
for
death.
example, it's a bit different between kill 100 cow a day or
Let me ask
or
you
whatever.
this: what's the difference for you if I choose to kill everyone else in the square and you versus me just killing you? What's the difference for you?
Well, you kill one person.
Yeah, but for you, it's the same. For you being killed, if my options is either killing 100 people in the square, including you, or killing you, or killing nobody, I would think you would say kill nobody, because any of those two other options to you, they're the same. They just kill you.
Yeah, but I'm not a big industry with.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter whether it's part of an industry or not. The issue is not that it's part of an industry. The issue is that you're paying for animals to be used, to be treated like objects and killed.
For example, if you hunt the animals by yourself,
Why would that be better? There's still no necessity for it. If I kill you myself, instead of paying somebody to kill you, why would that be better? It's still the same. I don't need to kill you.
because you don't neutralize the big industry that
I don't care about the industry.
treat bad the animals.
I don't care about the industry. I mean, I have my own opinion about it, but I'm not here to fight against any form of industry. I'm here to liberate animals. I'm here to fight for their rights. And that's like saying, imagine if in this world women were used as slaves. Women were enslaved everywhere. And you would ask me, but if I have my own woman and I enslave her, it's different because it's not part of the whole industry of enslaving women. No, you're still enslaving a woman. You're still enslaving an animal by buying these products, by using them, by killing them. So it's the same.
But for example, what is your solution with this?
Be vegan. Be vegan. It's the only solution, huh? To respect the rights of animals.
Abi, sosyal deney mi?
Sorry, we're having a conversation. Do you mind?
Okay, good conversation.
Thank you.
Me he perdido. En plan, what are you
Que
saying?
la
Yeah.
solución es ser vegano para
Yeah.
evitar que maten animales y todo eso.
I'm gonna give you to watch a documentary, because I know you don't have time, and I want to respect your time.
Ah.
So there's a documentary to watch here. Can you promise me you'll watch it?
Oh, thank
It's
you.
called Dominion,
Okay.
and you have a thing there called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a dietitian. They send you recipes every day, and they help you be vegan within your budget.
Okay.
For example,
In Spain, wherever you are, for free. It's all free.
to what in a normal day or in
Yeah.
a normal week, what do you eat?
The same things you do. It's just plant-based. For example, today I ate
But for example,
potatoes with some tofu, with marinated tofu. It's the same thing that I used to eat before, and some avocado on side. It's just that's what I eat. And kimchi. But like I don't want to go into details. But like if you like sushi, you can make vegan sushi. If you like burgers, you can make vegan burgers. If you like pizza, there's vegan pizza. Nowadays, there's vegan versions of everything, and if you buy it from a store, it's going to be expensive. Just like if you buy these products from a store, from a good restaurant, they're usually going to be expensive. But if you make it yourself, it's going to be very cheap.
Do you make
Cheaper than-
yourself your potatoes, your tomatoes, or your tofu? Or
No, I buy them from a supermarket, but I make the dish myself, right? And nowadays you also have frozen meals, which are very cheap. So if you're lazy,
Sí.
you can just buy frozen meals that are vegan. You put them in a pan, and that's it. That's all you do. There's plenty of vegan restaurants around wherever you are, and the prices of these in a vegan restaurant is not that much more expensive than a regular restaurant. It's just prices are expensive nowadays for everything. So, and if you go into a supermarket, prices for animal products are considerably larger than for plant-based products.
Okay.
So,
I have a question, and we need to go. How do you become vegan? I mean, what changed in your normal life to see?
I respect animals.
Yeah,
It's about animals.
but how that happened? That the moment you realize, maybe I need to respect animals because
I just kept watching debates online, and somebody told me that, well, I was telling myself that that's not what I'm paying for, just like you say for factory farming. I was saying, well, that's not what I'm paying for. I live in the Netherlands, you go outside of Amsterdam, there's cows on the fields, it's beautiful, whatever. But then you look into it, all you have to do is search the reality of it, and then you see that it's actually as fucked up here as it is everywhere. They just try to hide it from you. Because they try to hide it from you on the products, they try to hide it from you on the internet, everywhere. Because if you see the fucked upness of it, as you say you're against factory farming, you just realize that it's all exactly the same thing. If you sit in front of a slaughterhouse, they'll have animals coming from big farms, small farms, wherever. Thank you for stopping by, okay? Watch that documentary.
Thank you.
Okay.
Watch that documentary and, be vegan. No more animal exploitation for you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good one. Cheers.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye.
Linda says test. Linda, I see your test. I raise you a boost. I don't know what that means. Hello everyone, I hope you've enjoyed the conversation so far. Remember to hit that like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We already have a donation, I see. Whoa, let's see what happened there. Oh no, it's not. It's the oh no, Hummus gave a €1. Thank you so much, Hummus. And Sabi Coops sent 10 memberships. And Master Dave 2 pounds towards a hot drink, 4 months vegan, thanks to you. Master Dave, bro, thank you. You're awesome, man. Thank you. Honestly, not the donation, but the fact that you're vegan means fucking awesome. That's what we want. More people like that. And saying thanks to me, man, just brings tears to my eyes. Thank you. It's an uphill battle, and hearing some people actually wanting to change and going through it is big. You never know the impact that you have. So yeah, thank you. Just dropping by and saying I love the work you do. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you so much, everyone, for who's here. I appreciate you being here. As you see, the reason why I do these streams is partly to get you guys to see the ridiculousness of the argument, but also partly because I want you to understand that it's not that difficult to have conversations with people. You see, you can be nice, you can be a dick, you can be however you want. You can be confrontational, non-confrontational. And it's very important that more and more of us try to do some form of activism. That doesn't necessarily mean being on the street, of course, because, not everyone likes that. Not everyone has honestly, if I lived in Poland, fuck me. That would be difficult. Minus 15 degrees. It's fucking cold as shit. So that would be difficult. But, go online, go on Discord. We have a Discord server right here in the description of the stream. There's the English channel. There's a lot of places where you can just go and have conversations, either with other vegans or other non-vegans. Chip is a pussy? Fuck yeah, man, I love pussies. Thank you for that. Thank you for giving me that compliment. Pussies are fucking awesome, so calling me a pussy means I'm fucking awesome, huh? Are you from Poland? No, I'm not from Poland. I was just there for a couple of days. You don't have a clue what you're on about? Figures he's Polish. I'm not Polish. What the fuck? But even if I were, why would that be a problem, huh? Dzień dobry. I can say that, huh? Dziękuję. I can also say that, huh? My Polish is pretty good. See, Jason likes pussies too. There you go. Yeah. See, Navia likes pussies too. There you go. Good luck on your journey, brother. It's not a journey, brother. It's a continuous fight for the liberation of animals from the enslavement of human beings. So if you're the ones who's paying for animals to be enslaved, then I am essentially fighting against that choice that you're making to enslave them. So please stop enslaving animals. Chip, can you show us the book photos? Oh, Adam. I'll try to show you one, okay? I'll show you one photo, but get ready, everyone, okay? I'll show you one of the photos from the Gore magazine that Alexandra showed me, okay? I'll show you the middle of it, which I personally find out to be the one of the worst. So if you're vegan, you might want to look away for a second, okay? Please look away for a second if you're vegan, okay? If you're not vegan, just keep watching it. Yeah, so these are dogs and cats used for experimentation. Have you ever seen something like that? These are dogs that are used for experiments, and these are cats that are done for stuff. How do you feel watching this?
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's one fucked up image, isn't it? Yeah, so that's one of the things that I can show you. I can also show you different things, because I see somebody's like, we don't eat cats and dogs, you moron. Well, I'm not talking about food. I hope you understand that. I don't know if you've been here for a while, but we're not talking about food. We're talking about the exploitation to death of innocent animals, of innocent sentient beings. So yeah, we're not talking about food only. We're talking about every situation. Another one is this one, where a pig is just full of blood. It's all fucking awful. It's all like, this whole magazine is, the first time I saw it I was like a little bit shocked. I guess I've kind of gotten used to it, to the goreness of it, but it's still fucking awful. Emotions or your feelings towards these animals, or towards what these animals go through. This is a logical position, and I'm trying to be logical. If you guys want to be emotional about it, you can be emotional, that's fine. Just know that you're not maintaining a logical position by choosing to exploit animals to death. Because it's highly illogical. It is. Nobody wins from it, including you. Even you are losing from it. But you drink the Kool-Aid that they sell you, and you even defend them for the Kool-Aid that they give you, because it's easier to do that rather than admit that you've been fooled by for many years. It just really hurts your ego, doesn't it? Remember to hit that like, everyone. I hope you're here. I hope you like it. Yeah, thank you so much. Hey, Miss Katie's here. Thank you for being here, Miss Katie. Appreciate you. Yeah, the numbers have dropped. Huh? So I think showing the Gore magazine is not a good idea, because people just Be vegan from now on? Hell yeah, be vegan from now on. Mr. Chip, you still in Amsterdam or another Dutch city? No, I'm in Amsterdam right now. I'm in front of, and for the new people who are here in the stream, I'm in Amsterdam. I'm in front of Rijksmuseum. I'm holding a sign that says, I'm doing a social experiment, come talk to me. I'm trying to have conversations with people, trying to spark a little bit of, in their brain, to think a little bit about what we do to animals, and to try to get them to no longer exploit animals, no longer demand their exploitation, to treat them like the sentient beings that they are. Yeah, all meat eaters promote slavery. That's true. Love you, Chip. Thank you for all the work you do. Thank you, Miss Katie. The photos are showing the reality. Keep showing them. Pia, it's sadly showing the reality is not something that the algorithm prefers. So I can describe the photos if you want. Have you ever had sex with an animal? Well, other than humans, no. And humans are animals, so I guess. Mr. Chip, why are you vegan? Because I respect animals. I don't think we should be exploiting them to death. I think it's wrong to exploit them. The majority of mammals eat meat. What does that have to do with the exploitation and slaughter of innocent sentient beings for optional products? Yeah, Sebi Kup says one for the animals, yeah. Human evolves by eating cooked meat, lol. Without cooked meat, we'd still be apes. Okay, what does that have to do with what's happening today? Humans, the position that we're in today is also because of war, rape, and every other thing that happened throughout our history, it does not justify us doing that today again, right? All the conquest, all the genocide that has happened throughout our history has brought us to where we are today. That does not justify you committing genocide or doing anything horrific, does it? Doesn't mean anything. So the fact that you think, well, first of all, it's debatable whether actual cooked meat was the one who increased our brain size. We just know that it happened around that time. There is speculation about it being from obviously eating cooked food and being able to get more calories, which isn't an issue today, FYI. But there's also speculation that there was a retrovirus which helped us achieve this. There's a lot of theories around it. We don't have any conclusive evidence, but let's imagine that we did, and the evidence would say that it's because we ate cooked flesh or something. And what that provided us is, let's say, a certain macro and micronutrient profile that we just couldn't achieve otherwise. Sure, but nowadays we can. Nowadays we can achieve that macronutrient profile or micronutrient profile without the exploitation to death of sentient beings, of innocent animals. So it doesn't really matter if in the past we needed to. What matters is that today we don't need to. So, don't pay for it today. You don't live in the past, you live in today. In the past, you could have justified owning a gun or having a sword or, killing a human being who came to your porch because they were a little bit more savage or some shit. I don't know, if you go far enough in the past. Doesn't mean you can justify doing that also today, does it? So let's not use the past as a justification. Let's not commit a genetic fallacy, to be more precise, which is what you were just doing now. I have multiple swords and guns. Sure. I guess good for you. Just don't use them. Not on innocent sentient beings like humans or animals. No such thing as a logical vegan. Yeah, it is. It's pretty logical to be vegan. It's one of the most logical positions you can hold. And it's fairly easy to explain. We don't need to consume animal products. Whether that's in the shape of food, clothing, entertainment, or whatever. We don't need it. We have empirical data to back up that claim. Consuming animal products means exploitation of innocent animals. We also have evidence for that. It's pretty clear. And when you buy these animal products, you are demanding the exploitation of these products. If you find exploitation to be wrong, then you should be vegan, because that means you shouldn't be demanding the exploitation of innocent sentient beings. It's as simple as that. It's pretty logical. It's not that difficult to understand.
Hi, can I talk to you?
Well, how old are you?
I am 20.
Okay. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Okay.
Like 100.
Okay, nice.
You want to come here so that you interview? What's your name?
Effa.
Effa. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
you.
Where are you from?
Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah.
What brings you to Amsterdam?
I mean, with my friends, we are doing a trip, that's why.
Oh, that's cool. How long have you been here for?
5 days.
5 days?
The Netherlands in general.
Yeah.
But to Amsterdam, it's the second day.
Okay, that's cool. So I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
I fight for animals. How do you feel about animals?
I mean, they're really nice. They should exist, basically. They are a part of the world.
Yeah. Do you think we should be exploiting animals to death?
Nah.
No. But do you think that when we buy animal products, we are demanding their exploitation to death?
In which sense? Like, in which sense? For basic needs or?
Oh no, not for needs, because we don't need any animal product. We do it because of convenience, taste, or tradition.
I mean, yeah, you're right. That's why I'm a vegetarian.
You're vegetarian?
Yeah.
So do you consume any animal products,
Nah.
like milk, like cheese,
Especially
like
in Europe,
eggs?
for me, it was very hard anyways to find halal meat because I'm Muslim. But yeah, that's why I stopped eating meat in general. And now...
But you eat milk.
Oh yeah, milk, yeah.
But
Milk, drink.
For
I
milk,
drink
animals
yeah,
are
also
still
yogurt.
they're still exploited to death for it.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to use brands which they have their animals in the open field or in their own area, not like in the factories.
Yeah. So if I take a cow and I exploit them to death in the Hilton Hotel, is that better?
No,
But they're in the Hilton Hotel. They have the best conditions.
still, like they're not in their like natural habitat. That's why I'm saying I'm
Oh,
trying
okay.
to
So
use
if
products.
if I take a cow and exploit them to death in the absolute most natural environment, is that okay?
Nah,
So it's still exploiting them to death. So what are we
Yeah,
talking
but like
about?
the thing is, they're in their natural habitat. They're like on space. They're just like taking from their like own farmers, not to just exploit them to death.
Yeah, but that's what farmers do. They exploit them to death. Why do you think cows produce milk?
I mean, because they need to clean their like breasts
No. They produce milk. Like, why would a woman produce milk?
to feed their like babies.
Yeah, so that's why a cow produces milk, to feed their babies.
Yeah, but their babies also get milk at the end.
So, do you think a cow gets pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
Probably impregnate them.
Do you think that's fair to do to an animal?
Yeah, for the ethics, I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, so it already starts unfairly. So when the babies are born, they separate them from their mothers. Do you know why they do that?
No, bro.
Because the baby would drink the milk. So the farmers need to control. Some farmers do give some milk back, you're right, but a small percentage. Most farmers, they just take the milk and then give them formula. But either way, they separate them from their mothers anyway because it's just the easiest way to control everything.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
No, I wouldn't say so.
If the baby is born male, they don't produce milk. So what do you think they do to them?
Damn, these are like really complicated questions. I thought it was something more funny.
No, they kill them. And if
Yeah,
the baby
but
is born
like-
female,
No, in general about the context of I think like I'm doing a social experiment. Come talk to me I thought it was completely different. I thought it was more funny. you know.
yeah. I mean,
No, I mean, yeah, everyone has their own opinions.
when do you think kill? Well, you want to know my opinion? Because there hasn't been any opinion so far. I've just been speaking about factual things.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are facts.
Yeah. So, do you think you should be paying for animals to be exploited to that?
No.
But you realize that you are right now, right?
Yeah, but now I feel really bad in general.
But that's a good reaction to have. You can change, you know? Do you think you need to buy any of these products?
No, maybe I should be vegan then instead of
Yeah,
vegetarian.
because being vegan literally means just respecting animals. Being vegan is not a diet, it's about the animals, you know, about respecting them. And it sounds like your values do align with that. So what's holding you back from being vegan now?
Nothing, I guess.
So how many more animals should be exploited for you from now on?
0.
You should be vegan, bro. I'm gonna give you a card, okay? There's a documentary here called Dominion. Do you think you can give that a watch?
Yeah, sure. Let me check.
And until you watch it, do you think you can choose to no longer exploit any animals, no longer demand their exploitation?
I mean,
That means
I
buy
will
any
try
vegan
my
product.
best to stop soon as possible.
Come on, just do it for the animals. It's until what? You can watch it tonight. You can have 2 meals that are vegan.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay? Thank you so
Have a
much.
nice day.
Have a good one. Cheers. Bye. You wanna have a conversation?
People?
Yeah, if you wanna have a conversation with me, that's fine.
Sure.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah. What's
Okay.
it about?
Animals. Animals.
Oh, okay.
You wanna come here so that you can view? What's your name?
Cat.
Kat, I'm Chiv. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Are you from Canada?
Oh no, that's just Canada wear. I'm from New York.
Are you from New York?
Yeah.
Okay, what brings you to Amsterdam?
Explorer, and I'm going to Slavic countries later.
Oh, that's cool. Which
Yeah, where
Slavic
my
countries?
family. Ukraine, Moldova, stopping at Poland.
I'm from Romania, so.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, so you go to Moldova? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, so I want to ask you, because I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the
Okay.
rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
Well, I love them.
You
They're
love them?
super cute.
Yeah, do you think we should be exploiting them to death?
No.
No, but do you think that we are?
It's getting there.
Yeah. Well, what
been
do you
getting
think
there.
how do you think we're exploiting? Do you think there's anything you pay for that might be exploiting animals to death?
I don't eat eggs a lot anymore, but yeah, eggs
Eggs?
do come in things I buy.
Yeah, eggs, meat, maybe,
Yeah.
milk, right? Leather.
Depends on the milk you buy. If
Depends
it's
on the
like
milk.
from a farm and not like from a super
Well, they're all
known
from
corporate.
farms, right?
Well, there's like the local farms that actually like love their animals, and then there's like the corporations with farms.
I mean, they don't really love their animals, do they?
It depends.
I wouldn't say I love an animal if I choose to impregnate them, take their babies away, kill their babies, and then kill them when they can no longer produce what I want from them, aka milk. I wouldn't say I love them if I do that to them. Would you think that's love?
No, only if it's like the farms that just try to get milk and not like sell meat.
But cows produce milk only for their babies, so they have to have babies.
Yeah.
And a cow eats around between 20 and 30 kilograms of food every day. So if you want to justify the cost of feeding that cow, you have to continuously keep them pregnant. So you have to
So
impregnate
that's
them every
exploiting
year.
in a way because you keep
I mean, it's
impregnating?
exploiting it if you do it once, if you impregnate them once. just so that you can get the milk. That's exploitation, right? Like if somebody did it to you because they want something out of your body, it would be exploitation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same for a cow. Yeah, and they all, as I told you, I come from Romania, and I saw it in my grandmother's backyard where she only had one cow, and she did impregnate the cow, take away the baby, also that she can get the milk.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they all do that. It's on all. This is standard practice. It's not like, oh, it happens in some things or big farms. No, it happens everywhere, 100%. And in the farms that commercialize it, cows don't even have names. They just have They just have numbers on their ears. You know, it's just because they're not actual individuals to them. They're just a number who produces something out of them.
Yeah.
Do you think we
True.
should be treating them like that?
No, I definitely disagree. I don't even drink milk a lot. Like I prefer oat milk.
Oat milk.
Yeah.
Cheese is most of the time an issue for people. You know?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but do you think any difficulty we would have from stopping from drinking milk or cheese pales into comparison with the difficulty that they're having when what they're going through for those products?
No, it doesn't pale in
Yeah.
comparison, but I think a lot of people just don't care.
Yeah. Do you care?
I'd say not as much as I should, but yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you can call yourself like fair towards animals if you pay for this to happen to animals?
No, although yeah, I don't try to eat that many dairy products, but yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Not
matter,
fair.
right? Because it's like, obviously, if I was to be killing a person every day, that would be very bad. And if I reduced it to killing one person per week, it'd still be very bad. But I'd still be a killer either way, right? Even if I kill just one person every week or something.
Yeah.
So even if you just demanded their exploitation once a week, you would still be demanding their exploitation, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever considered being vegan and not demanding their exploitation anymore?
I did consider it and I tried it for a few days. It's really hard.
What's
And I
hard
went to
about
like a vegan camp too. And that was like pretty nice to do.
Yeah.
Financially, I'd say.
Financially?
It's pretty hard.
If I can give you some resources to help you with the finances, would you stop demanding the exploitation of animals?
I would try, yeah.
Yeah, because it's actually cheaper to be vegan, especially in North America, Europe, and Western Europe, and yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you should give me the resources.
Yeah. So how many more animals should be exploited for you from now on?
I don't know. I'm gonna see. Hopefully less.
Hopefully less. So it shouldn't be zero. Do you think there should be more than zero?
It should be zero.
It should be
Right.
zero. Yeah. So what's stopping you from now saying I'm no longer going to exploit animals?
Being addicted to certain foods and yeah, money.
Well, money. I think you're in Amsterdam and you're traveling all around. So I'm guessing you're going to restaurants, right?
Nah, I'm being really cheap here in a way.
So how are you eating here?
The cheapest meals I could find.
Which is in a restaurant or a supermarket?
Or yeah.
Yeah, so you can get that the same way, but vegan. There's still
I'm gonna think
just
about
as
it, yeah.
cheap, right? I mean, you can think about it, but I think you need to act, right? Not think. Because if you tell me that what I'm doing is an injustice, and I'm gonna say, well, I'm gonna think about it if I'll stop the injustice or not, it wouldn't stop the injustice. Only if I stop actually doing the action that does the injustice is doing something about it, right?
Yeah.
Thinking doesn't really do anything. So you think you should stop?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try.
If you're
I
in the
don't wanna
position
make
of
promises.
let me put it this way: if you're in the position of the victim, would you accept that as an answer?
Not like that.
Yeah, yeah. So, what answer should you expect if you're in the position of the victim?
That you're gonna stop exploiting. Yeah.
Do you think you should do that?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going in
You
circles.
wanna go?
I'm gonna give you a card. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a documentary here called Dominion, and there's also a thing called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a dietitian, send you recipes every day, and they help you go vegan for free within any budgetary constraints that you have.
Okay.
Okay.
Very cool.
Okay. Thank you for having this conversation with me.
You wanna go?
I'm good, thank you.
Please don't exploit animals anymore, okay? Because we don't see it happening, but it does happen, and you demand it if you pay for them to go to that position.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna try, but yeah. How long have you been vegan?
For 4 or 5 years now, not a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I was vegetarian for a long time, so it's not
Okay.
any better. It's all just worse because vegetarians do the same thing to animals. It's being vegan. It's not a diet, right? It's about respecting animals. It's like with what being a feminist is to women, being a vegan is to animals. So
Yeah.
just respecting their rights. And I'm a feminist and I'm a vegan because it just makes sense.
Yeah, sure. What took you like a while to stop being vegetarian? Like to transfer into veganism?
Overnight.
Oh, so it was just about mindset? Like
Just
once
about
you
mindset.
realized?
Once I realized, I stopped. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Before you just didn't, like, it didn't click.
Before I would just refuse to believe that that's what I'm paying for. I was just in a denial state. And I just refused to look into it. The minute I looked into it, I realized they're all the same. They're all the same shit. They're all exactly the same. No matter the country, no matter the farm, no matter anything, they're all the same thing. We like to think of ourselves as, oh, if I buy it to a small farm, the animal is somehow treated better. But in fact, we have studies showing that animals in small farms, there's a study from Germany done on 3,000 dairy farms, and the animal welfare index done on small farms versus large farms is almost the same. In fact, on large farms, it's slightly better. So we think that they're being treated good on a small farm, but they're treated just as bad as on a bad farm. It's just that on the bad farm, we see it we see them being objectified. We see the objectification. On a small farm, it's not as readily obvious to us, but it's just as bad to them.
Interesting. Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
thanks for the
Have a good one.
education.
Cheers.
Would you push me?
How can we trust the anti-farm studies? Well, that wasn't an anti-farm studies that I just mentioned. It's actually a study done by a meat lobbyist company, and the purpose was to know in which direction to market to people animal products. So, no. Taiwan Animal Protection, hello, nice to see you here. Plants get scared when you cut them. They're alive and they feel a rudimentary form of consciousness. Stop torturing plants. Okay. Well, you have to be vegan then. It's pretty simple. If you care about plants, you have to be vegan because you kill less plants in the process of being vegan. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if you're thinking about the food that we eat, because being vegan is about rejecting the animal exploitation for optional products, but if you're thinking about the food that we're eating, then it's pretty simple. When you consume an animal product, that animal had to be fed a lot more plants in the process, therefore you're killing more plants when you're consuming an animal product. So just eat the plant directly, you would get the same or more nutrition with less plant killing, if that's what you want. So there you go, it's as simple as that. Great conversations. I've seen things like the nightmare cat picture when I was in the labs. Nick and Liston were primate victims of organ trans. I didn't know what you meant because I know your name is Nick Liston, so I'm like, Nick and Liston were primate victims of organ transfer experiments. Keep inspiring carnists and vegans alike, Chip. Thank you so much, Nick, for being here, and thank you for the super chat. Being vegan is awesome. It fucking is. It sure as hell is. The thing about it is, there's nothing awesome about it. It's just being normal, shouldn't it? Being vegan is the normality. This is normality to me. It's what's everybody else is just in a fucking fever dream. Like being vegan is the absolute normality. The idea that you respect animals because you don't need to exploit them to death is normal. Everybody has that in their head as the normal. But then they pay for everything else and they live in this fever dream where they think, well, I'm doing the right thing, or they don't think about it, or they just buy the Kool-Aid that animal agriculture sells them, that they were bought into this position. They were, they just keep, oh, look at the happy cow on the field. Must be living a good life. I don't want to think about how they were killed or that they wanted to die, but they look happy on the field, therefore somehow it's justified. Very interesting. Is that how you chose your name, Nick Liston? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the last name correctly. Liston. Is it Liston? Lyston? Humans have hunted meat for ages. Doesn't mean anything, does it? Let's imagine that all of a sudden we start a ridiculous tradition of putting a carrot up your bum every Saturday, and for good luck, just for good luck, a tiny carrot. You take a tiny carrot and you put it up your bum for every Saturday, we somehow market it, and we end up convincing a lot of people to do it, to put a carrot up their bum every Saturday. And, people see results, they end up being happy, they're like, this is actually working, I'm actually getting good luck. If they do that for 100 years, they tell their children there's no more marketing need, they just keep doing it. At some point, people will just keep putting their carrots up their bum every Saturday and not know why. Come on. That wouldn't mean that it's the right thing or a good thing to do. I'm just saying, we humans are, creatures of habit. We don't always do the rational things, which is not just humans, animals also. We don't do the rational thing always. We just go by our, if you've ever read the book Slow and Fast Thinking, we just use the fast thinking part of our brain most of the times. We just go by the decisions that we've always made. We don't like to make new decisions. We don't like to challenge our brain into doing new things. Hey, you guys want to try a social experiment? Let me see the battery on the camera. Okay, it's still good. I'll turn it off. But carrots are crunchier. Yeah, Navia, they are crunchy. Don't put carrots up the bum. I don't think that's very hygienic. Just get a dildo if you want to put something up your bum, I'm just saying. He's probably pro-Palestine as well. I'm not am I pro-Palestine? I'm against what do you call it, the genocide, so I guess that makes me pro-Palestine, yeah. But I'm not here to talk about that, I'm here to... We've already have enough people speaking about that injustice, and that's not why I'm not speaking for it, not because we have enough people speaking for it. It's just because I want to speak for the animals, because I find myself that I connect the most with this injustice, and that I can have the most impact speaking for this injustice. See, Jake rescues dogs. That's awesome. I love how everyone here against veganism is a literal Nazi, says Julia. Julia, that's the thing, isn't it? The logical conclusion of being against the veganism will eventually mean that you are okay with a lot of forms of oppression for no reason, with arbitrary lines being drawn, with all this kind of shit. So, yeah. There's a guy making a short here. I'm loving to watching him make a short, because he put up the camera, he went somewhere, and now he's kind of like acting it out, which is kind of cool to see. That's violent speech to say you're a Nazi if you eat meat. Well, to the animal, you're a Nazi if you eat their meat. Yeah. To every animal that you choose to exploit to death so that you can consume their flesh, you are a Nazi to them, yes. There's no way around it. That's what you are to them. Tell me about your carrot experience again. I don't have any carrot experience. The only thing I put up my bum is a dildo and my finger. And, some other people's fingers, but that's it. Was it nice? Nah, I'm not that into it. I'm not that into it. I would see non-vegans as my worst enemies if I was an exploited animal. Exactly. If you drive a car, then you are not a vegan. So if I drive a car, somehow I'm supporting the exploitation of sentient beings for optional products? Wow. That's interesting. Where's the logic in that? So that I don't completely disregard that stupid argument. Poor plants don't even have a voice. Yeah, you probably should kill as few of them as possible, right? So that means going vegan. Yeah, oil, you idiot. Oil means exploiting innocent animals? Oh, that's so stupid. That's pretty stupid. I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you stupid. I just think the argument you made is pretty stupid. You might be intelligent, but the argument you made was pretty stupid. What is oil made from? Are you talking about plank tie or something? What is oil made of? What the fuck? If you're saying oil is made of animals, then that's pretty stupid. It's not. Yo, shut the fuck up, vegan boy. Let us eat meat, bro. You can eat your own meat if you want. Like if you, for example, want to cut off your own leg, or cut off your own arm, or your fingers, or maybe, part of your chest, and you want to eat it, I'm all for it. I'm not going to stop you. You can do whatever you want with your body. It's your body. And if you want to cut off parts of it and put them through your mouth hole, Why would I stop you? You do you. But the minute that you choose to exploit and slaughter innocent sentient beings, especially ones who don't have a voice, then I'm going to try to be their voice and tell you that, hey, please don't do that to them, because they feel, they experience life, they have a nervous system, they have a brain, they think, they don't deserve any of this to happen to them. And this isn't about what you put through your mouth. I understand you guys really want to think about putting things in your mouth, but we're here to speak about animal rights. And if when you think about animal rights, you think about putting something in your mouth, then I guess you need to lower your ego and start thinking about what we're speaking about here: animal rights, animal rights, animal rights, animal rights. No go tell a lion not to kill and eat animals. No, I can't. I can't tell them, can I? And you're not a lion. A lion doesn't have the options you do. A lion is an obligate carnivore, you're not. Hey, buddy. Hello. Hey. Cutie. Aw, what a cute dog. Animal right. Oh, I have some shit on the fucking cold. Hey, Felek. Catcalling dogs on the street. Catcalling dogs on the street. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay, that got me chuckling. That's good. I like that. Hey, baby. Hey, little doggy. What a cute little dog over there. You want to come here so that I can pet you? Yeah. That sounds weird. Do you think it's okay to abuse animals? Is a loaded gotcha question. Yo, oh my god, what a gotcha question. Oh my god. What a loaded question. Do you think it's okay to abuse animals? That's such a loaded question. What is it loaded with? It's either yes or a no. It's as simple as that. I will easily answer it. No, it's not okay to abuse animals. Ha! You fell for it! What did I fall for? It's not okay to abuse animals. Yeah, but you might be abusing them. Oh, I'm sorry. How am I abusing them? I didn't know. I will change. Tell me how I'm abusing animals. Well, this thing you're buying is abusing animals. Okay, I'll try to change then. Please tell me what alternative I have. This is the alternative. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I will choose the alternative from now on. It's that easy. There you go. That's how conversations should go. That's how they should go. They should be like, hey, okay, I have an alternative. I don't need to exploit them to death. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I want to try the alternatives. Owning anybody is slavery. Yeah, Moonrise Studios, exactly. Defending animal abuse is cringe. Well, bro, if defending animal abuse is cringe, then I would gladly be cringe every single day of the week. Every single day, every single hour, every single minute, every single second. Every single millisecond, every single thousands of milliseconds, every single millionth of a millisecond. Every single day of the year. Oh, we have a person, and they were asked, is it abusive for me to kill my firstborn if he was made for meat? Yeah. People who refuse to acknowledge the sentience of animals, I'd like to hear the markers by which they prove the sentience of other humans, to prove they are not mimicking behavior. Also the markers for plant sentience, lol. Yeah, that's a very good point, Renee. Thank you for the super chat, and that's an excellent point. Well, you claim other animals are sentient. You claim other animals, we don't know if other animals are sentient. Well, we don't know other humans are sentient. And you may say, well, the humans can say that they're sentient, but I'm pretty sure you can train a large language model to also say that they're sentient. So, you see, it's not as easy, right? Any single human being on this planet might just be a philosophical zombie, right? I don't believe that they are. I think that we're all just sentient. It's the easiest way. We all got a brain and a central nervous system. Yeah. Is it philosophical or moralistic zombie? I forgot the term. Yeah. We defend against animal abuse. Yeah. So it's against animal exploitation, actually, just to be clear. Like, abuse is obviously bad, and, I hate to be pedantic about it. A lot of people, when they hear abuse, they just think like kicking or killing or harming them, some form of physically or emotionally. But I would say any form of exploitation, any form of oppression towards an animal is wrong. So, hey, you want to have a conversation?
What's it about?
Animals.
Okay.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Can I just stay here?
Yeah, sure you
Okay.
can. Yeah. I was gonna ask how old you are, but if you're not on camera, it doesn't matter. What's your name?
Shahnur.
Shahmosh.
Shahnur, yeah.
I'm Chef. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from? I'm from Romania originally.
I'm from Turkey.
From Turkey. What brings you to Amsterdam?
Just having a trip. I usually study in Germany, so it's just like a trip for me.
What do you study?
For now, I finished my German language course, and then I'm gonna start industrial engineering.
Industrial engineering.
Yeah.
Interesting. What kind of industry?
It's just for the first 2 years, it's gonna be like a general engineering, and then I'm gonna choose which part I want to focus on mostly.
Okay. I'm an animal rights activist. The reason why
Yeah.
I'm on the street, and I want to speak about animals, as I told you. It's about animals. How do you feel about animals?
I love animals. I have a dog myself.
You have a dog? What's their name?
Yeah, it's called Yoda, like from the Star Wars.
Boy or a girl?
It's a boy. It's a French bulldog. We didn't buy it. Actually, one of our friends had a dog and gave birth to it, and then we just took it because she didn't have anyone else to give it to.
How do you feel about Yoda? Is Yoda part of the family, or are they
It's a part of the family.
like an object? How do you see that?
No, it's a part of the family.
Okay, if anybody were to be harming Yoda, do you think they would be doing something right by harming them? Like, let's imagine that they would be kicking them.
It's not right at all.
No. What if it were a different dog? What if somebody were kicking a dog on the street?
That's also not right.
Okay, if you saw that happening, would you pay them to continue? Would you
Pay
would
them to
Yeah.
keep kicking it?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
But what if every time they kick it,
Uh-huh.
you get a little bit of a dopamine hit? It's just a magical dog that doesn't feel pain. It does experience life like every other
Uh-huh.
dog, and every time you kick them, you get a bit of a dopamine hit. Would you pay them to kick the dog?
No.
No, you still wouldn't pay.
No.
So pleasure wouldn't justify kicking them.
No, of course wouldn't.
What about killing them?
Of course not.
No. Okay.
Are you vegan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you vegan?
I'm vegetarian myself.
Yeah.
And I want to be a vegan maybe, but not just yet.
Maybe not just yet. What's happening there?
Like I'm vegetarian, but when I become like a vegan or go vegan, I want that to be something continuous, not
Yeah.
something temporary.
Yeah.
So I'm taking a bit of more time so that I'm completely ready and I won't like give up being a vegan.
But what do you think being vegan means?
No animal products and like no animal cruelty and stuff like that. For example, I already cautious about the products I use for my makeup or cosmetics and stuff like that they are animal cruelty free. And there are a lot of big brands right now that people always use and then they are just not cruelty free, but people don't know it and they still use it and stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's one example. That's just something vegans do.
Yeah.
But being vegan is not necessarily about what we do. I mean, it's a part of it, but
It's a mindset, yeah?
Yeah, it's like it's a moral philosophy. It's more a principle of respecting the rights of animals, of not forcing them into slaughterhouses, not treating them like objects, essentially.
Okay.
And you seem to align with this idea of not treating animals like
Yeah,
objects,
I
right?
don't think we can debate about it because we're on the same page.
Yeah,
so,
but what's happening with your actions then? Because we're on the same page mentally, but your actions are still treating animals like objects, right? Because when you buy dairy products, cows are forcefully inseminated. They have their babies taken away from them, and
I know it's one point that I should be more careful about already.
But that just means being vegan.
yeah.
What's keeping you from being vegan today, for example?
I have some, how do you say it? My immune system is
Yeah.
really bad, and whenever I go get my blood tested and stuff, my doctors keep telling me that I'm not eating enough meat because I'm not eating meat already. I'm just taking some out of meat products.
Yeah.
But for the other stuff, like for example, I should be taking diary and stuff like that. When I'm capable of getting the products, the animal-free products that are the exact same replicas for those things, that is not gonna get me unhealthy, then I'm gonna get it.
Well, I can give you a guide to help you how to
Yeah.
adopt a diet, right? Like there is a thing called Challenge 22. Have you ever heard of that?
Can you repeat it?
Challenge 22.
No.
Yeah, so essentially you just put your name and your email address, and they put you in a WhatsApp group,
Yeah.
where they send you recipes every day, and they help you go vegan for free, whatever. And they have you have access to a free dietitian there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's really good.
Are you typing it in
Yeah.
now? Challenge 22. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you a card also. So
Okay.
that's good.
Can I also follow you on what is the
Yeah,
social media?
I'll give him. I'll give you a card. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you have, when you scan this QR code, you have Challenge 22, and you also have my social media details there.
Okay.
But I feel like your mind is in the right place. You want to do the right thing. It's just I have to ask you this question. It's a difficult one, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. But how many more animals should be exploited for you until you change?
That's a nice question, actually. I didn't take it like offensively,
Yeah.
more like I took it in the right place, so
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm so nice to meet you as well.
So how many more animals should be exploited for you?
None, exactly. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so the reason why I mention this is because a lot of times, when we think about doing good for the animals or doing good for humans, whatever it is, with humans we somehow identify the individuals, but when it comes to animals, we still clump them together as this, I'm doing good for the animals. But in reality, if you buy a single animal product, you demand an animal to be exploited.
Yeah.
And to that animal, while maybe you're doing good to every other animal by not doing it, to that one animal, you're doing bad.
Yeah.
To them, so it's about seeing them as the individuals that they are, which you seem like you're there, but your actions aren't. So,
Yeah, I know. I have one last question and then I'm going. Have you ever met someone while talking or doing like an interview here that said yes to the first question you asked? Like, yes, I'm killing animals, yes, I'm doing that. Have you ever met someone like that?
I met people say all the weird shit. Yeah.
Really?
I met people who they say no, then they say yes, and then they say, I take the conclusion logically, is it okay to do this to intellectually challenge human beings?
Okay.
And they say yes, it's okay to do it to human beings, it's okay to enslave women, it's okay to enslave other races, it's okay.
How do you keep debating with those people then?
Well, at some point you just gotta realize that they're absurd and stupid, and you can't keep debating, you just gotta stop.
Okay, have a good day then.
Hey, thank you for stopping by. Have a good
Bye.
one. Cheers. Yeah, she was nice. Okay, the camera battery is off. I need to change the battery. This man appears very sanctimonious with his point. Wow, is he really making a point? Yeah. And that's just cute. She 100% gonna still keep eating meat? How? Because she wasn't even eating meat. It's so funny, man. Some of you are so... I'm not gonna say stupid, but you're either not paying attention or you're nice conversation, future vegan. I believe it. Yeah, I actually think she's gonna be. When I said challenge 22, she pulled up her phone and started typing it in her phone. So that's fucking awesome. Doctors told her to eat more meat. Yeah, but doctors don't have nutritional training, They have very basic knowledge of nutrition. Where did I put that battery? By the way, tomorrow, everyone. Okay, fine. One second. I have so many sheets in my hand. Very difficult to focus because I have my hands full. Have you noticed how weird it is that it's difficult to focus when you have your hands full? Well, it's difficult to focus if you're doing something else that's not using your hands. It must mean that a portion of your brain is probably used for hand stuff. That sounds weird, but I'm an ex-fisherman. What makes you an ex-fisherman? What made you stop? You get distracted easily? No, I don't get distracted easily, Linda. Shut up. Eat my meat? Yeah, you can eat your own meat. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Shut up. I'm good. Okay, camera on. Yeah, so tomorrow, tomorrow, yeah, Linda, shut up. No, Linda's cool. Don't speak to her like that. I can tell Linda to shut up because we're friends here. You don't know her. She's cool. So, so tomorrow we're gonna have I haven't made the thumbnail yet, but then I'm gonna schedule it tomorrow around an hour and a half from now or two. But tomorrow we're gonna have actually on my channel an animal rights lobbyist, a person who is lobbying for animal rights, and he's gonna tell us what we can do, to lobby ourselves, how we can make change in that direction. So that's actually gonna be really cool. So I'm looking forward for that. He's a really cool guy, really cool guy, and has a bunch of fucking stories, so many stories. It's gonna be very entertaining. So I expect a lot of cool stories. He was at the COP, and he already told me a couple of stories, and I'm like, holy shit, that's amazing. Yeah, I really want to hear that. But this male feminist believes in open borders worldwide. Basketball, yeah, I believe in free movement of people. Birds don't need passports. Why do I? Don't forget to stretch and hydrate. Oh, I feel like you're a godsend, man. You Polish? I'm not Polish, but dzień dobry. Imagine thinking how stupid it is. No, you're not allowed. You were born there. You're not allowed to move here because you were born there. How dare you come out of your mother's vagina in that place? Oh, you didn't choose where your mother came off of. Well, you did. So it doesn't matter. You're not allowed to cross this border, this invisible line that I drew in the sand. Because you were born there. Huh. Okay? Next time, maybe choose to be born in the right line, in the right side of the line, okay, bruh? So stupid is that? You should just let people fucking move wherever they want. Doesn't mean you can still have the laws, rules, and everything, but let people fucking go wherever they want. If I want to live in North Korea, I should be allowed to move in North Korea. If I want to live in North America, I should be allowed to live in North America. Who the fuck cares? All I have to do is respect the rights. Just have proper fucking procedures for all of it. Oh, you want to move here? Fill in this form. All countries should collaborate and make a form that makes it extremely easy to know where you're moving from one point to another. That's it. Chip, can you show us the sign? I want to read it. The sign says I'm doing a social experiment. Come talk to me. But it's mirrored because that's what the YouTube app does. I'm doing a social experiment. Come talk to me. You won't have the same rules? Why won't you have the same rules? Who gives a shit where the person is born? They can come in, pay taxes, and move on. It's so funny to me that all you guys are so bound to what you were taught that you can't think a little bit outside of the box. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Watch some Star Trek. Maybe it will open your mind a little bit. Maybe you find that easier if you saw that. Maybe watching Star Trek will open your mind a little bit. I don't know. I don't know how to make you guys open your mind a little bit to the possibility of a better world, to a world that functions differently and is still better. Because literally, there's no reason for a lot of the stuff we do, including the exploitation and slaughter of innocent animals, which is what I'm here to speak about. There's no reason for it. There is money, but money is just an artificial construct we all agree on that doesn't actually have inherent value. It just has value we give it. Chip, you're programmed, lol. Chip, you're programmed. Look at that, I'm programmed. Okay, you're programmed to believe that if we don't do what we've been doing for centuries, we've been better. You're programmed because you believe something different than what we've all been doing for centuries. But I'm the programmed one, you're right. I'm the programmed one because I actually thought things. Axel, I have missed you. Oh, Axel, I have missed you too, man. I missed you. I like our little community here. Look at the childish behavior emerging before your eyes. Hey, I'd rather be childish and respect the rights of innocent sentient beings than be a grown-up who's coming up with ridiculous excuses to exploit them. Just saying. How come he doesn't care about plant lives? Because plants are not sentient. And if you care about plant lives, you should still be vegan because you're killing more plants when buying animal products because the animals were fed more plants in the process. Benson Park manager says, I love you. Hey Benson, thank you for being here. I don't know you very well, but I'll tell you I love you at some point, I guess. We just gotta get some coffee first or something. How do you know plant lives aren't sentient? Well, first of all, animal lives are not sentient. Animals are sentient. My life isn't sentient. My life is just my life. I am sentient. I'm a sentient being. How do I know if plants are sentient or not? Because we know that sentience comes from the brain, from here. And that just logically means that if there's no brain, then there's no sentience, doesn't it? But you can say, well, what if they form sentience in a different way? But there's several scientific articles explaining that they cannot form sentience in a different way because they're just essentially chemical reactions reacting to stimuli. They're not really making cognitive decisions. They don't really have any form of emerging property to them, which is what sentience is. It's an emerging properties of brain and central nervous system. How do you know plants don't have a brain? Yeah, I'm gonna let you figure that one out. It's a pretty simple biology. Plants don't have a brain, yeah. So it's okay to kill plants because they aren't sentient? Yeah, exactly, you got it. It's okay to kill non-sentient beings. Like it's okay to kill bacteria because bacteria is not sentient, yeah. It's okay, yeah. You got it. You got it exactly right. It's okay to kill bacteria, it's okay to kill viruses. Anything that's not sentient is a thing. Therefore, killing them, if they have a life, doesn't really mean anything. They don't experience life. And it's okay to kill them unless killing them impacts other sentient beings, right? Like, for example, we say plants matter or plants are important because they give us oxygen. They keep us alive. They keep the sentient beings alive. That's why they matter, not because of they themselves matter. But even if you have some form of attachment towards plants, again, it would still be a logical position to choose to kill less plants, which would be adopting a plant-based diet in the case of food. He's a radical atheist that hates God. No, first of all, I'm an atheist agnostic that follows evidence-based and draws evidence-based conclusions, and there is no convincing evidence of an existence of any form of God. You can believe in any type of God you want, or when I say believe, you can tell yourself that you believe in a God, but I mean deep down, probably a lot of you already know that there is no Sky Daddy who watches me pee, right? Like I hope you guys know that there's nobody who watches me pee and poop. That would be kind of fucked up if there's a Sky Daddy who just likes to watch me pee and poop. Then you believe in evolution. You can't hate what does not exist. Exactly, Sevi Coops. That's very well put. I can't hate what does not exist. And the thing is, I don't know. That's why I said I'm agnostic. I don't know if there's an existence of any form of God or whatever, or a creator, how you call it. It's just there's no evidence for it. There's no evidence that there is one. So do we know exactly how the universe was created, or what is it, abiogenesis? No, we don't. But that doesn't mean we should fill in the gap of our knowledge with God, because that would just be an appeal to ignorance, and we don't want to do that, do we? We want to be logical, critical thinking beings and draw logical conclusions. So if there's no God, why should anyone care about sentient life? So let me see if I get this straight. The only reason why you're not going around raping, killing, and pillaging other individuals is because God tells you you'll burn in hell if you do so. The only thing stopping you from being a serial killer is God telling you that you'll go to hell if you do it. Because if that's the only thing holding you back, then that's kind of fucked up, man. And then if that's the only thing holding you back, then I guess I'm glad there's religion to hold some of you back. Personally, the thing holding me back from killing other people or other sentient beings is just, logic, critical thinking, and just a little bit of empathy in there. That's how I arrive at this conclusion. I apply a simple, empathetic thing called the golden rule. I'm not going to do something to somebody that I wouldn't want it done to myself. You're an idiot! Thank you. I am pretty smart, yes. When somebody calls me an idiot, it means I'm extremely intelligent. So thank you. On this channel, that's what it means. If you call me gay, it means cool. If you call me an idiot, it means I'm extremely intelligent. So yes, I am extremely intelligent. Definitely having burgers for dinner. Yeah, make sure they're plant-based. There are some really cool plant-based burgers. You are not even gonna taste the difference. Nutritionally speaking, you'll be better off. So, why not? God is great and perfect. Man is evil and a slave to sin. 633, Matt? That's already a contradiction. That single sentence that you made is a contradiction. And let me explain why. Because if you say God is perfect, a perfect God cannot make an imperfect man, can they? And you claim God made an imperfect man, so no, God is not perfect. No, he's triggered. I'm not triggered. Nah, bro. Triggered is somewhere far away from where I'm at now. I don't think any of you guys can trigger me today. You guys want to have a conversation? You can try. I urge you to try and trigger me if you want, but nah, I don't think you can trigger me today. I have my own shit to deal with. I have my own things, so being triggered by some strangers online who peddle misinformation and nonsense, and they put up a giant ego to defend an cruel injustice done towards the most defenseless, innocent, thinking, sentient beings. Nah, bro. Nah, you're the one who's losing in this situation, by the way, right? I hope you guys know that if you're not vegan, you're the one who's losing. You're losing. Like, obviously the animals are the ones who have the worse off, but you coming up with arguments to defend an injustice it's kind of a losing thing to do. I'm just saying, don't be that person, Hey Glitchy, nice to see you. Hi, what does your sign say? Okay, so I'll tell you. So my sign says I'm doing a social experiment. Come talk to me. It's mirrored because YouTube app mirrors this. I'm in front of Rijksmuseum. I'm in Amsterdam. I'm holding the sign and I'm waiting for people to come have a conversation with me. I am holding the sign, but I do also have two signs on the floor so that people coming from that direction and people coming from that direction, they can see them beforehand. But yeah, that's what it is. It takes the focus of the starving children. Well, Terry, actually I disagree. Because first of all, the reason why we have starving children, part of the reason, well, I don't know if part of the reason, but if the whole world would be to adopt a plant-based diet, we could have more food in that process and we could essentially no longer have starving children, and economically we would pay less. We would use less land, we would have less eutrophication, less biodiversity loss, so we would all win in the process, and we would also be slightly healthier. We would be slightly healthier because we would consume less saturated fat, because most animal products contain most fat products contain less saturated fat than animal products counterparts. The society would be better off because, you know, we would live in a society where it's not normalized to commit a fucking worst injustice ever. There would be more money to do things in societies because our governments wouldn't have to subsidize animal agriculture. You know, immigrants' rights would be better because they wouldn't be taken advantage of, forced into slaughterhouses or into essentially slave labor on farms and shit. You know, to some extent, because they could still go on plant farms and be treated that way, of course, but I mean, it pales into comparison to handling bloody sentient beings. So I'm just saying, like, nobody would win. Nobody would win in this situation. It's the only people who are winning in all of this are the people who are making profit from this, and that's not the farmers, because the farmers also lose in this process. This is just something that businesses win. They pay lobbyists in the government to keep giving them subsidies so that they can make profits. If they wouldn't have subsidies, they wouldn't maybe be making profits. So I'm just saying, propaganda. Yeah, they are essentially all these industries. They are essentially just doing that. They are trying to publish as much propaganda and to put out as much misinformation as possible out there, so that you keep buying their products. Because that's what keeps their business going. It's people like you who choose to buy it, who choose to ignore the injustice that you're supporting. But you know, I don't give a flying fuck about corporations right now. I mean, I do have my own opinion and I do have my own view about it. I do think corporations shouldn't fucking exist, or at least they shouldn't be allowed to be as big as they are nowadays. Rich people shouldn't be allowed to have as much money as they do nowadays. And I think that the fact that we reached in this point is just a signaling of something being wrong, rather than and things should change. But that's my opinion, right? What I'm here to speak about is animal rights, and the fact that we shouldn't be forcing animals into slaughterhouses, we shouldn't be treating them like objects, we shouldn't be exploiting them to death, because there's no need behind it. And since there is no need, just don't do it. There haven't been enough studies for you plant-based people to say that. Well, that's actually false. We have over 100 studies about the health aspects of consuming only plant-based foods. We even have long-term studies done for 30 years or so, over 30 years, done on identical twins of all the things. We have all kinds of studies, and that's why the largest organizations of nutritionists and dietitians on the planet, for example, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, agree that plant-based diet is suitable for all ages and stages of life. That's why most of the health organizations say that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. Even the worst ones that are coming from the ridiculously stupid right-wing propaganda machines are saying that you can be vegan and healthy, but you just have to supplement some things here and there. So doesn't matter. It's all the evidence is there. The experts agree. You just have to pick it up, look at it, and judge for yourself. Are you in Amsterdam Central? No, this is Rijksmuseum. I think Rijksmuseum and Amsterdam Central are designed by the same architect, if I'm not mistaken, and they do look quite similar. But no, this is Rijksmuseum. I'm in front of Rijksmuseum. Can you cook concrete and digest it? No, you can't digest concrete. Unless you might have some form of mutation that allows you to do that, but as you are, you can't. Hey, are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, that's alright.
How old are you?
18.
18? Okay, that's good. You wanna come here, touch and view? What's your name?
Margiris. Margiris.
Margiris?
Yeah,
I'm Chip. Where are you from?
Lithuania.
Lithuania. What brings you to Amsterdam?
Just visiting.
Just visiting. So I'm an animal rights activist.
Yeah.
And I fight for animals. How do you feel about animals?
Well, how do I feel about them? Well, I like them, I guess. Yeah.
You like them? Do you think it's okay to exploit animals to death?
No, that's not okay. Well, I mean, it depends on what context. Of course, if we're going to eat them since the industry like.
Let me say this: if there's no necessity for it, is it okay to exploit them to that?
If there's no necessity, then no, of course, animal rights are important.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think there's any necessity to exploit animals for food, for example? Because you were just mentioning food now.
Well, I mean, in this case, what do you mean exploit? Since if they're treated well, I believe that's all right that we, in the end, we eat them. But if like we don't treat them well, if we then
we still kill them. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, we do.
And
but
they still don't have freedom.
Well, in what context do you mean freedom? I mean,
why do you need freedom?
Yes, of course, but
so why wouldn't an animal need freedom?
Of course, they need freedom, but if we look at them, for example, how they live in nature, if they're held to the same standard, but in the end they're eaten by us and not by some other wild animal, then I think.
But we would be killing them, and we would be enslaving them.
Well, I mean, killing them just like any other predator would, I think.
But for us, there's no necessity. That's the difference.
Well, of course, you could argue that right now with the rise of the other ways, like we can produce the same get the same nutrition, I guess. If we could do that, which we can, then yeah, maybe. But I think right now the best course of action is to raise the standard of how we're treating the animals. Of course,
I don't care how we're treating animals. I care that we shouldn't be exploiting them.
Well, we're not exploiting them if we're just eating them.
So wait, if we're bringing them to life only to kill them, we're not exploiting them?
Well, they would be brought to life anyhow. Doesn't matter if like they're held.
No, we bring them to life. We sexually exploit them so that we bring others to life.
Well, so if the animals are held freely in a farm and they reproduce, do you think that's us making them reproduce, or are they just?
So if the animals reproduce on the farm, okay. So if I have some animals on my land and they reproduce, what right do I have to their body?
Well, to eat them, of course. You have.
So I have the right to kill them and eat them.
Yes, you can.
So if humans reproduce on my land, I also have the right to kill them and eat them.
Well, humans are a little bit different. I'm sure you understand
humans
that.
Not animals?
Of course, humans are animals, but.
So why is it different?
Well, because human rights are a little different from animal rights, at least for now, by how we're looking at it. Humans are not. A life of a human is not equal to a life of an animal.
To you.
To what?
To you.
Of course. What?
Yeah.
What?
To you, they're not equal.
Yes, they're not equal to a human life. I'm sure.
To you.
What do you mean to me?
Well, to the human being, their life matters, right?
Yes.
To the animal, their life matters, right?
Yes.
So I would say that in that way, their life matters to themselves equally.
Yeah, but
so why should we care about what their life matters to me? Do you think that if the life of a human doesn't matter to me at all, then it's okay for me to kill a human?
No, but
so then it doesn't matter the position that we have towards their life.
Well, no. Look, I'm sure you understand that humans are. We treat humans a little bit differently than we treat animals because.
I'm just saying, don't kill humans, don't kill animals, don't exploit humans, don't exploit animals.
Okay, so how would you then feed the majority of like the human population? I'm pretty sure it's been proven that people that don't eat meat or eat other substitutes are malnutritioned in some way, that they don't get.
Are you calling me malnutrition?
I'm not calling you malnutrition. I'm calling people that, well, if you are, then in some ways, statistically, you're likely to be malnutrition.
Well, I'm a certified nutritionist, and I actually have studied this, and there's studies showing the complete opposite of what you're saying.
Really?
And the largest organizations of nutritionists and dietitians on the planet say the opposite of what you're saying. But you seem to be the expert, so you tell me.
No, of course, I'm not the expert. I'm only saying what I've heard. But I've also heard, actually, if we could, but do you think then it's possible to completely transition?
You mean for a person? Yeah.
I mean, for the entire population. Because for you, of course, it's easy, but if you look for the majority of the human population currently don't have access to this, and if we look at the
Doesn't matter. You have access. It's I can't hold
No.
accountable what people in certain countries that I don't know about can do. There's people on this earth right now
But
who
you're
are
arguing-
killing humans to keep themselves alive.
Yeah, but
Does
you're
that mean I
arguing-
have the right to kill humans to
But
keep
you're
them?
arguing that we are morally wrong for eating animals.
Yeah, because there's no need for it.
So, specifically, but if there's someone where there is a need for that, then they can do it.
If there is a need for it, they can kill humans also.
Okay, it depends what need we're talking about. If we're
Well,
talking
if a
about
human being tries to attack me and the only way for me to defend myself
yeah,
is
but,
to kill them,
if-
then
if
I
you
need
want-
to
if
kill
you-
them.
if you really
So
want to
therefore,
eat
me
them,
killing
you don't
them
have
is
the right to eat
moral.
them.
Yeah,
If
I
you-
have the right to kill them to defend myself.
yeah, to defend yourself, but
Yeah,
not to eat.
but that's a necessity.
So you think so?
I have a
in
right-
in the context where it is necessary to kill animals, that's all right. But
Just like it is for humans. Yeah.
but on a large scale, if like, because do you have any view of the future in this? Because if like, let's say we transition, I'm arguing that it's nearly impossible to transition the entire human population on this, and whether.
Why would that be nearly impossible? We feed 80 billion land animals. We can easily feed 10 billion people if we stop feeding 80 billion land animals.
Well,
a cow eats 20 kilograms of. There's studies showing that we would reduce the agricultural land like by 75% if everybody were vegan.
Well, I mean, I guess that's.
So we would use less land to produce more food. We could feed every single person who's starving on this planet with less money and less water use, land use, eutrophication, simply by everybody going vegan.
That might be the case. I know that a large amount of land is being used for that, but so what you're saying is we should, everyone in Western countries that has access to replacements should, in fact, not eat animals, because I mean there might be actually some truth to that. Where yeah, there's of course. Yeah, actually, you might be right, but I'm still quite skeptical about whether we could actually do it on a large scale, because I don't think that we could produce a replacement meat at the scale we would need to do it. Because
tofu? You mean tofu? Soy chunks? They're everywhere. We already produce them everywhere.
Well, yeah.
At a large scale, because some of them are feed to animals. We produce soy already in a large scale because we feed it to animals. If we could just use it for ourselves. But why does that matter? Because it doesn't matter whether whether everyone can do it or not. The point is that you can do it. So how do you justify you not doing it, knowing that you can do it?
Well, from at least my perspective, I eat meat because obviously it's more comfortable than eating replacements or looking for replacements, especially since I thought that it wasn't possible to replace it entirely.
Is it moral? Do you think it's moral to choose to
I think
pay for animals to be exploited to death?
Well, look, exploit is a very strong word, because what we do is not.
I think it's not strong enough towards what we do.
Well, if we.
I would say some people who have to work are being exploited, but animals who are farmed, they're not exploited in the same level. Exploited to them means they're brought into an existence where they don't get to choose anything for their life. They don't get to choose when they get pregnant, they don't get to choose what they eat, they don't get to choose where they live, and then they get killed when the farmer says, it's time for you to be killed. And that usually happens at less than a quarter of their natural lifespan. So I wouldn't say that's, and this is the best case scenario, because when we're talking about other situations, we talk about way worse, like separating mothers from their babies, which happens in the dairy industry, killing the male chicks because they don't produce eggs. All this kind of stuff happens in animal agriculture all the time. So,
but let's see then a hypothetical situation where if we were to hold them to the exact same conditions they are held in the wild, could we then eat them? Because
no, because you don't need to. You don't. Do you think you should do everything that a wild animal does?
No.
Wild animals rape, they kill. We don't do all that. We don't look at the wild animals and be like, well, let's just do what they do because it's in nature.
But okay, if you want to eat it, why not? If they're held to a normal standard, if they're held in a healthy environment, why can't we eat them? Since they would be eaten regardless by someone else.
So are you asking me why is it not okay to hunt animals?
What do you mean? Could you repeat that?
Are you asking me why hunting animals is not okay?
Yes. No, well, no, not necessarily. But let's say also, if we were to hunt some animal and eat it, how would that be wrong? Because
they're an individual who didn't want to die, and you don't need to kill them. That's how it's wrong. Just because you have power to do it, and just because other individuals do it, doesn't mean you should do it.
Well, yeah, you actually might be right. Because, I was under the impression that it's necessary for us, because we still can't replace it. But if we really can go completely... But also, okay, let's say a scenario where someone can't afford replacement. Like,
it's cheaper. Also, we have studies also with that.
But once again, we can go back to the in my situation, but if I don't have access to that, what will
the poorer countries in the world, the poorest countries, are mostly eating plants. They eat eating animal products is a luxury to them.
But they don't eat animals, but are they fully nutrition then in those cases? Because I believe that someone going like strictly on a plant-based diet in a third world country is not nutrition enough. Do you think
it doesn't matter whether they are or not. The question is, what can they be? Because it doesn't matter whether I'm healthy or not. The question is, can I be? That's the whole point. I can also be unhealthy consuming animal products, like I can be unhealthy consuming plant products. Doesn't mean anything. The question is, can I be? And yes, they can, and yes, you can.
Well, yes, but let's say I have no possible replacements near me. Is it okay for me to eat meat then?
No, you can choose to not eat anything until you have replacements.
So I should then not eat meat at all, commit to being malnutritioned because, or
if
just
you skip a meal, you're not going to be malnutrition.
No, it's not about skipping a meal. It's if you're a nutritionist, if you don't eat if you don't get certain things for quite some time, they're going to be consequences.
I feel like you're trying to create the situation where there's a necessity behind it, and we've already been through it. If there's a necessity behind it, you can justify killing a human, just like you can justify killing an animal.
So
doesn't mean that when there's no necessity behind it, or when you killing a human out of necessity should be the last result, shouldn't it? It should be like, holy shit, I have to do this. It should be the same with an animal. Holy shit, I have to do this. It shouldn't be oh well, I'm gonna kill an animal. It shouldn't be oh well,
but
I tried.
You're not killing an animal. The animal has already been killed. Whether you, let's say, because of your circumstances, eat it, that's not killing.
But you understand supply and demand. That when you buy a product, you demand
so
more
now
animals.
We're talking about it only makes an effect if a large population does it, yeah?
No, if you buy an animal product, an innocent animal gets, you demand the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of an innocent animal. It's simple economics, supply and demand.
Yeah, me buying an animal, let's see, some meat does not...
100 animals per year, there's been a calculation.
Yeah.
There's been several calculations, not just one.
100 animals per year for one person?
For one person, yeah.
I don't,
at least. It's between 100 and 300.
So... Like, this is sounding ridiculous right now. You're telling me if I don't buy meat, 100 animals don't get killed? Because that sounds
way
crazy.
more than 100, not just
that
100.
Sounds crazy because...
But 100 are not exploited. Killed way more than killed.
That doesn't really make sense. Because, you don't eat, even if you count the amount.
That depends obviously on how much animal products you eat. But on average, it's 100.
It's 100 animals per person.
Per person in the Western world, yeah. Like obviously in the poorer countries, as we just discussed, they eat way less. So it's maybe 10 or 20. But even if it's just one, how can you justify killing one animal when there's no need for it?
Well, as I said before, yes, if there's absolutely no need for it, then yeah. But there are other concerns at mind. Like if you really don't have access to that, then yeah, you should, because well, you should be able to eat what you want. I think that one person stopping eating meat will not save 100 animal lives. I'm pretty sure that's
Doesn't matter
the case.
again, if it saves one, it's enough. Doesn't matter.
No, but the animal has already been killed.
If I could make a choice that could kill you or not kill you, which choice should I make?
No, yeah, of course.
It would only be one person. There's 8 billion people on this planet. It would mean fuck all to the population. Nobody would care. Well, some people would care. I'm not saying that, but like, it wouldn't mean anything to the population of the Earth. But if I choose to kill you, it means everything to you, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, of course.
So it would mean everything to that one animal, even if it's just one animal.
Whether that would mean something, well, you have a point, yes, but can you sum up what you're saying right now?
We don't need to exploit animals. You can choose to not exploit them. So
I'm
please
not
make the
one
choice.
exploiting them.
Well, you're the one paying for them to exploit them.
Yeah, but me alone stopping buying meat will not solve the problem. Like if I stop right now,
If I stop from raping women, women will still be raped around the world. It will not solve the problem. That does not justify me raping women,
This
does
is
it?
bullshit. You know. It doesn't work.
Me doing an injustice does not stop the global injustice from happening.
No,
Therefore,
but,
it's okay for me to
but
continue the
you're
injustice.
telling me that it's only within the Western population that we should be concerned about this. But
No,
right
I'm
now
saying wherever.
So wherever, but you agree that not wherever. It's not possible anywhere. That in most places.
No, I
in
think
fact,
it's
not
possible everywhere.
But you told me that it's completely fine if we do it in countries where you don't have access.
No, I said it's fine if there's a situation of necessity.
So yeah, so it's fine where that's the same thing.
I don't think we have any data to say that it's a necessity anywhere.
You don't. So wait, let me get this straight. You told me before that you in third world countries.
I don't think there is a necessity. First of all, I said if there's a necessity, you can justify killing humans like you can killing animals. I said if there's no necessity for it, I don't think you can justify it. And I said I don't know whether it is a necessity or not in all the countries.
Yeah, but
I don't know doesn't mean that it is a necessity, and you can't make a claim that it is or isn't based on sheer what you want to believe. The sheer fact is we don't know, and it doesn't matter whether they can or cannot, because you can, and it's your choice that you have to justify, not what their choice is. I can't justify how some Americans right now are taking immigrants off the road, putting them in trucks, and then beating the shit out of them and then throwing out there on the road. I can't justify why they're doing that. I think it's fucking stupid, but I personally wouldn't do it because they do it, right? So there's a lot of weird shit happening all over the world. We can't justify us doing something simply because it happens around the world or because somewhere else is there doing it. We can only look at our actions and judge our actions and change our actions.
Yeah, so, but as though, so stopping the industry would require a lot of people to do that.
But it would definitely, first and foremost, require that you stop paying the industry.
Yeah, I guess that would be the first step, doing something like that.
If most of your money goes to the industry, which it probably does if you buy food, because a lot of your money goes to food, then you can already make a big difference by no longer paying that industry.
Whether that would be a big difference is up
But
to
it
debate.
doesn't. It doesn't matter whether it's a big difference or not. Why does that matter?
Yeah, but you just said it was a big difference. So if it doesn't
No,
matter,
I said
why
it's up
say
to
it?
100 animals per year, and I said even if it's just one, it doesn't matter. We're going in circles now. Why does it matter again? Why do you have to be? Why does it have to be a big difference? Do you think that again, if somebody's committing an injustice to one single individual?
No, actually, I think you might be right that if we look at it from a strictly moral perspective, then yeah, killing an animal just because if we don't have to, yeah, that would be moral. But
so why not change that?
I guess for most people it's just because you're used to do it.
Is that the case for you also?
Yeah, I think, and also there's a lot of misconceptions around that and lack of access because, like,
I can give you access to resources to help you with that.
yeah.
But I'm sure you have access to ChatGPT and Google and any single thing you want. You
Yes,
can
but
read
the
through the app.
misconception, you go about your daily life, you don't think about.
Oh, I get that, but I mean, going forward, I don't care what you did in the past. I'm not here to judge. I was part of it too, you know. I'm not judging. I'm just here to change, you know. I'm here for. I don't care why you didn't change in the past. I care why you're not going to change going forward. And if you're going to change going forward, that's awesome. I just don't see how you can justify going forward, knowing that you can choose not to. I understand in the past you didn't know, but now you know. So how can you justify going forward with this?
Well, yeah, probably there is little room for debate. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense, going not, but at least. I think for a lot of people it would be really uncomfortable to do that, from a sense that it would take a lot of more time and management to get the same get the same things from food. Because I'm pretty sure meat contains a lot of organic meat contains a lot of things that you would basically what you would need to supplement with is a lot.
There's only one
compared
thing called B12. That's it. That's the only thing.
Oh really?
That's it.
Okay.
Everything else you can easily get from plants.
No, yeah, of course. I know that you can get it from plants, but I mean, a lot of management involved then to keep yourself at an adequate level of nutrition. What I'm trying to say.
As long as you're eating the same calories, no, that's it.
Oh, yeah, but to track your calories, for example.
You don't have to track your calories. You can just eat a little bit more if you want. And
Yeah,
then
but
see.
like keeping track of all the replacements.
You don't have to keep track of anything.
But
let's imagine that if you eat potatoes with some form of meat, you can eat potatoes with either a meat replacer, or if you think that's expensive, you take some tofu, marinate it in something and put it there. And you can look at the calorie content on the meat and say, well, that's roughly 500 calories. How do I get 500 calories of tofu? Oh, this way. Okay, so that's it.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that if organic meat is one thing, you would probably need several other things to replace it with.
Nope. Meat doesn't have. It's a misconception. Meat is not micronutrients dense. Meat is energy dense. It has a lot of calories. Animal products have a lot of calories. They don't have a good macronutrient profile. I think only liver of animals has a good macronutrient profile, but anything else is pretty basic. They don't have a lot. In fact, a lot of the times they are pretty detrimental. Like red meat is carcinogenic, white meat more than 100 grams a day is carcinogenic. Milk contains growth hormones and all types of hormones that the cow produces to make the baby grow. A lot of the times it causes acne on the face, like dairy. I don't know. Eggs is high in saturated fat, which is a risk of LDL, which raises your heart for, heart disease. There's a lot of things showing that we think of them as healthy, but in reality, the only healthy way to eat animal products is to eat them very little. So if you just replace them directly with different products, that's okay. Like even if you look like whatever, like if you look at NHS, for example, from UK, which is the National Health Service, you'll see that they recommend that you get most of your protein from plants because it's just a better source. So the nutritional science is going more and more towards, hey, eat more plants, it's better. Because it just is better.
Yeah, I guess. Could you tell me how producing replacement meat works? I'm just interested because
depends on the meat. There's some made of soy, there's some made of corn, there's some made of pea, brown rice. But let's say soy. You just make soy protein powder, and then out of that soy protein powder, you mix it with water, put it in a shape, put it in the oven. I guess that's kind of how they do it. Or they create some form of texture somehow, and then they just give it to you.
Yeah, because I'm just wondering about the logistics of doing it. Because
it's less than for animal products, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, but because I know a lot of agricultural land just goes just to feeding the cows and another.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that would be, I guess, good for the environment if we could really transition from that in a sustainable way. Like, you're making a lot of sense right now. Like, you
It's
know,
me. It's not me. It's just the argument makes sense. You know, I have stupid opinions also. You know, like it doesn't. It's not the. It's just this one makes sense. That's why I stand up for it, because it just makes so much logical sense. Because nobody wins out of this, man. Like you and I don't really win out of it. It's just we've been brought up to think it's okay, and we just go along with it. But in reality, you know, the reason why these companies, these not just small farmers, large farmers, they all group into, you know, they have these, I forgot what they're called, but they all meet with each other and they group and they have some form of funding and organizations, and all these they give funding to governments, to representatives, so that they get money from the government, so that because the reason why animal products are cheap is because they're subsidized by governments. And on top of that, they give money to government so that they enact laws to not allow us to show what animals go through, to make people who rescue animals to put them in jail, to make sure that their business is as safe as possible. And it's not going to work forever. It's going to stop because it's just highly unsustainable. It's a castle made on stacked cards. Like just one will fall and it will all fall. But you know, it's at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, which part of it do you want to be on? Because injustices have been happening throughout history all the time, and I'd like to think that I would have been on the right side, even if everybody else wasn't. So that's kind of how I see it.
well, I mean, I guess there are a lot of good arguments here against like killing, I guess, animals. Yeah.
Let me give you a card, okay? Because we had a long conversation, so now I'll let you go. So there's a documentary. Well, there's a video here that I think you'll like more. It's called "The Most Important Speech You'll Ever Hear." Can you give that a watch?
Yeah.
I think you'll really enjoy it. It's on that card. Until you watch it, do you think you can choose to buy plant-based only and not exploit any animals?
Well,
Watch it tonight. Come on, you just buy a couple of vegan meals. It won't kill you.
yes. To be honest, highly doubt that I'll transition slowly, at least for now. Maybe when I get more informed on the topic.
Until you watch the video, I'm not saying transition. Until you watch the video, just don't consume plant-based and see how you feel afterwards. Okay?
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too.
Cheers. Okay, I think I'm done. That was a long conversation and I'm kind of tired. W. Yeah, that was a pretty good conversation, yeah. Tired club. Yeah. Good patience. Yeah. Tired of talking in circles. That's the thing, isn't it? I feel like it would be so much easier if we could just you know, explain to people that we don't need to do what we do to animals and just, yeah. Hard to keep your energy up on a vegan diet? Nah, bro. I haven't slept very well. I have my own shit. Don't just, oh, it's because you're vegan, okay? We all have shit going through life. Just stop it, okay? Just stop it, okay? Are you the guy that spoke to Plunder Biscuit? I am. I'm actually gonna work on the video tonight where I have what I spoke to him, yeah. But I don't see you going to North Africa and stopping slavery. Why? You know, that's an appeal from relative privation. Why are you fighting against this injustice and not this other injustice that I care about? How about if you care about that injustice, you fight for that injustice and you don't support the injustice that I buy about? I'm not here telling you to fight for my injustice. I'm here telling you don't support it. Don't cause it. No, it's okay. So you're too young.
I'm 18!
I'm sure.
Hello, guys!
This is me, Ayub.
Okay, you're comparing slavery to veganism. No, I'm not. I'm comparing animal slavery to human slavery. They're both comparable. I would say enslaving an innocent sentient being for something you don't need is just as bad regardless of the species of the animal. Dumb vegans are hilarious. They probably are. I don't know. I don't know any dumb vegan yet. So if you're saying dumb vegans are hilarious, they might be. But I don't know any, as I said. Ad hominem, if you've yet to make a personal attack against you. Okay. You haven't made any personal attack, I guess. Their morals aren't strong enough. When people start talking in circles, you realize they are simply not interested, I guess. I'm looking at one dumb vegan right now. Okay, Colton, I don't know, if your attempt is to call me dumb, I think, okay, call me dumb. Your opinion literally means nothing to me, Colton. If you think I'm dumb for saying that we don't need to exploit animals, which we don't, which we have data for it, if you think I'm dumb saying that it's wrong to exploit animals, then, you know, I can show you logically what that would entail. So I wouldn't say call me dumb for this. I would say, you know, just call yourself ignorant and that you don't understand the position. That's okay. If you don't understand it, calling others dumb because you don't understand the position, it's kind of fucked up, I would say. What should we feed snakes? I don't know. You know, we have for cats and for dogs, we have nutritionally adequate vegan food. So maybe somebody should make some nutritionally adequate food for snakes also. Because I'm guessing they need taurine, but we've made taurine using precision fermentation. So yeah, don't be a jerk to Chip. He's my favorite vegan. Okay, thank you, I guess. Love your activism. Appreciate it, Sam. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Yeah, I got a little bit cold. It's cold because you have to stay in one place. And also, I got these things that warm up in my shoe, but they need a bit of oxygen. And I guess there's no oxygen now. So, go home and rest. No, Linda, I'm gonna go home and work. But I'm gonna go home and it's okay. We're gonna continue working. We're not resting yet. Tomorrow we'll have some good things, and I want that interview to be cool. So yeah, it's a lot of cool people in here, I see. No one cares about snakes. It's about the ethical and environmental impact of 7 billion people consuming flesh. Well, I'm not here to speak about the environmental impact of it, you know. I think that's a very important thing that we need to consider also, but I think the ethical part is the first one that we should consider. Many triggered meat flakes here, that's a win. Yeah, can you see the future with those glasses? No, I can just see what everyone else sees because my eyes are kind of shit without them. Whatever you say, little gay vegan. Hey, you probably weren't here, but when you call somebody gay on this channel, it means you're calling them cool. So if you called me cool, if you called somebody else cool because you put an ad there, thank you for calling them cool, or thank you for calling me cool. Who are you interviewing? Nobody. I'm just having a conversations with the chat now. I'm about to leave. Yeah, so I'm just kind of looking at the chat, being mesmerized. Hey, Peg, nice to see you. Peg is also a certified nutritionist, by the way. Oh, damn it, where'd that come from? I'm sorry, everyone, I just burped. Just came out. Sorry. Chip, would you do an interview with Gary Yourofsky? Have you tried reaching out to him? I had an interview with Gary Yourofsky, yeah. I have mixed feelings about him, you know. I have mixed feelings about Gary. I think he's an excellent animal rights activist, but I have mixed feelings about some of his views, and I'm not just an animal rights activist, I'm also I believe in human rights. I have a pretty big opinion on what's going on today in the world, and I fear as if he's not matching the same opinion. So I don't know though. I don't know, and I don't. Fuck that. I don't care. As long as you fight for animal rights, you're good. You're good. You know, you're good. But if you're gonna be saying shit against human rights or something, I will have a problem with you, but I'm just glad that you're fighting for animal rights, so there's nothing wrong you can say about that, right? That's kind of where I'm at, but yeah. Hello, where are you? I'm in Amsterdam, in front of Rijksmuseum, you see it here. Gary's confused veganism as a far left movement. Nah, it's not. It's not a left or right movement. Veganism is just animal rights movement. There's no left or right to it. There's no, you can literally, like, in fact, you could argue that it's such a, it makes financial sense to be vegan because, you know, it costs less money to produce the same food, which you could essentially charge the same amount of money and without any subsidies from the government. So it would actually, I would say that a right-wing person should be more inclined to be vegan because, you know, again, you would use less of the money given by the government to subsidize a product, which is, as far as I know, right-wing people have a problem with the government giving money to people. Animal products are the government giving money to people because they're heavily subsidized. So if you have a problem with that, there you go. Let's start there. How about we start there? Yeah, basic decency isn't left or right. Fuck yeah, I love that. Basic decency. Fuck the System 728. That's fucking awesome. I hope you're subscribed because I love that. Basic decency. That's what it is. That's what being a vegan is. It's just basic decency. Daniel Broccoli, hey, nice to see you. There isn't enough protein in the vegan diet. Yeah. We should probably send an invite to protein to be part of a vegan diet. Brother, there isn't enough protein on a vegan diet. Such a stupid thing to say again. Sorry. It's just, I don't mean to. You might be a smart person, but that's really a stupid thing to say. I mean, I have 200, 300 grams of protein every single day. It's just ridiculous to claim you can't have protein on a plant-based diet. In fact, it's far easier to have protein on a plant-based diet. I was on a non-plant-based diet and obsessed with protein, and I was getting less protein than I'm getting now. So come on, it's easy to get protein. Stop this nonsense. Come eater. I mean, you know, I don't, but you know, if you're into that, far be it for me to judge it. As again, if there's consent, I don't have a problem with it. You're only able to say this because your ancestry is before you ate meat. Yeah, I'm also only able to say this because my ancestors before me did some stupid shit like take the rights away from women, maybe enslave some people, you know, maybe kill others, maybe pillage some of them if I go back enough. It doesn't mean I should do any of those shit, does it? Just because my ancestors did it doesn't mean I should do it. I would just say, because if you're making that claim, that would be a genetic fallacy, and that would be a logical fallacy that we shouldn't be doing. We're talking, wait, somebody said, and they ate meat. Why do you keep bringing up slavery and cannibalism? We're talking about meat. Well, Clancy Jr., I understand you want to talk about meat, but you know, when you want to talk about meat, you completely disregard where that meat is coming from, and that's a sentient individual. Meat is the flesh of a sentient individual who did not want to be exploited, abused, and slaughtered for you. And what happens to that individual is very much slavery. And cannibalism, well, cannibalism is also about meat, just human meat, right? And the other meat is about other species of animals' meat. Why do I keep bringing them up? Because they're very much the same. Cannibalism, eating human meat. Carnism, eating another animal's meat. Slavery, it usually means human slavery. Animal agriculture is animal slavery. Why would we not compare them? They're the same thing. They're just different species. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I want to give a shout out to Martin, Draculum, and I forgot who else was first. Oh, and Tone. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we have a little bit of a contest on this channel. And the first person who comments on the stream, like this one, gets a shout out in the next stream. And sometimes I forget to shout out, or it's too cold or something. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to these three people because they were the first three to comment on the stream. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the whole community who's here. I hope you subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the conversations. I really it makes it so much easier to be on the street and have conversations with people, knowing that we have this cool community here, knowing that we have this bond here with us, and I really appreciate it. It's a big thing, and sometimes when I have a down day like today, it helps to see all these cool people being here. So I appreciate you, and I hope all of you get something from this, because I'm just trying to be logical and simple about all of it. I really just am trying to simplify any form of injustice that we go through, because it's just fucking insane. Like, we live in a world now, Jesus Christ, we live in a world, as I was saying when I started, it's difficult to open every app, it's difficult to look in any direction, because there's just, somehow we're starting to normalize injustices against humans again, which that wasn't the case a couple of years ago. It's fucking insane. It's just insane. It's sick to my stomach, and it annoys the shit out of me. So let's not normalize injustices, because when we normalize an injustice to a sentient being like an animal, we normalize an injustice to another sentient being like a human. Not normalize any form of injustice, okay? And think, what's an injustice? An injustice is when it's unjust to the victim. It's as simple as that. Vegan for over 10 years, best decision I've ever made. That's awesome, vegan, Tina. Awesome. It's a worldwide far-right push. So we are seeing from the files, yeah. It comes from animals either. That's why other animals eat meat, because it tastes good and it's nourishing. No, other animals do it for necessity. You don't need to do it. Stop it. I'm going to eat your liver with a nice Chianti in fava beans. I don't know if I should take that as a threat or as just something somebody says online. That's kind of weird to say to somebody. Is owning a dog also slavery? Yeah, it pretty much is. How about owning a pet fish? Yeah, they're all slavery, yeah. But there's a small difference, isn't there? Take, for instance, if you rescue a dog and you want to give them a good life, unfortunately, their legal status may be that you're owning them, but you can choose to not treat them like a property. You can choose to treat them as the individual that they are, and in that form, they may only be legally a slave, but not morally or practically a slave. And, I personally don't have an issue with that, because you can't really change the laws that follow through with you. Take it as you like. I don't eat animal meat, but I do eat human meat. Well, I don't consent to it, so, I would take it as you want, but I wouldn't consent to that. My dog was a rescue. That's cool. That's what we want. Rescue animals, yeah. Chip, it's from Silence of the Lambs, a movie. Oh. Why the fuck is this stupid shit on my feed? Why not? Do you probably exploit and slaughter innocent animals? Do you pay for the exploitation and slaughter of innocent animals? And probably it's God telling you, stop exploiting animals. It's not good what you're doing. I am an all-compassionate God.